Weird.
You talk to your boss like that. I'm your boss. And for real.
Climate change does not exist. Okay?
Excuse me. Okay, I appreciate your comments again. I do, but we really need to stick to the items on the agenda. It is 11:10.
I don't care about your agenda. You know what? Your agenda can kiss my ass. Okay?
You don't talk to your boss like that.
I'm your boss. And for real, these people, they are your boss.
That was perfect.
Change is when you do something behind everybody's back.
You found the right
Enough
place.
is enough, huh? No. More screwing over the people of Hawaii. More, how about I'm not gonna say it again. I'm gonna talk about Green. That's your guys' leader. He's not even here.
Bethany's. Big Daddy Lewin over here.
What's up, man?
What's up, my friend? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Way too long.
No, man. It's
been a month.
Since we actually did one, about a month. It's been a month.
Wow, a lot can change in a month, man.
A lot has happened in a month since I took off, man.
How you been, brother? I mean, last time I heard from you, you're getting ready for some baby classes and whatnot.
We're done with the baby classes now. Hence the break.
How was the baby classes? Formerly known as Lamazz. Was it everything that you thought a Lamazz class would be?
It was a lot more PowerPoint. PowerPoint is these days. Fucking everything is PowerPoint.
I thought you were gonna have like a baby, like a fake baby or some kind of noodle.
We had a fake baby for the infant care class. We had to wash the baby and learn how to do CPR on the baby.
I mean, that's pretty good CPR for a baby.
Yeah, we got to keep it's like an inflatable CPR dummy that we got to keep.
Oh, really? Nice. Were you looking for it?
Yeah, I'm going to see if it's somewhere else, but I'm not sure where it is.
Do you ever practice?
Inflatable.
Give me that baby, Some Will Ferrell. Give me that baby. That's my baby.
No, but when we came home from doing the CPR class, I inflated the baby for Mochi and Oreo to just kind of have the baby.
Were they roughhousing the baby? They were tossing it around.
They were curious about the baby. They weren't really.
What is this?
You could tell they were kind of wondering what was going on.
Yeah,
because I'm holding it like a baby, and I put it in the crib and shit.
You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Preparing you kids for the kid coming along the way.
Yeah. They were genuinely interested.
Nice. Oh man, it's not too long now, huh?
Yeah, it's less than 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks is the due date.
Hot digging dog. It's close, man.
Yeah, man, and I mean, at this point, he could come at any time.
How you feeling, man?
Happen at any time.
Huh? How you feeling? Putting your hands on their neck. You doing good, bud? You ready for round 2? Let's go.
Round 2.
You're in the corner. Yeah. Come on, Miguel. Are you ready for this thing?
Rocky.
I'm glad I'm really glad we took classes.
So it was recommended to you? It wasn't necessary or something?
Well, yeah, you had to pay to take them, so it wasn't something offered free. Because you know how hospitals are businesses, man.
Yeah, everything is up nickel and dime when they can, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was definitely worth it. Both classes, the prepared childbirth, just understanding the whole process and how to deal with it, and then the infant care was good too. So
cool.
Yeah, definitely very valuable.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'm glad you're learning to be a family, well-oiled family, being prepared.
Let's do this thing. Yep.
Yeah. How's it feel? I mean, do you feel any different, leading up to having this kid? Has your outlook on life changed or anything like that?
Maybe, yeah, I guess so. Like,
Do tell the journey of
do tell.
do tell the pre-father journey, like what goes on in your brain. How are you feeling? Are you like, it's not going to be all about you anymore. It's about the child now. So
Yeah, I
it's a bit
mean,
less about yourself.
yeah.
I mean, if you're
it's
cool with
just
that, I mean, but everyone loves
if I'm
themselves, so just being honest, like a part of you is gonna like, wish you had more me time and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course, but like I don't know, man. It's just crazy, like how busy I feel like I am right now.
How
Versus
you're
like,
gonna
dude,
feel as a
I don't
kid,
even
have
know
a
what
kid.
I don't even know what busy is.
Yeah.
Um,
Whenever your friends with kids tell you, "Oh, sorry, like busy with the kid," you be like, "I
mhm.
understand now. I
Yeah,
see. I feel so
yeah.
busy as it is taking care
Well,
of this
yeah,
little
and
one,
just like the reality of
preparing."
while they're a baby, you can't go to the movies anymore. Can't well, luckily streaming's a thing anyway.
Yeah.
Can't go to like comedy shows or whatever. Would need a
No, my
babysitter to
comedy
go
shows.
anywhere. Yeah,
What would I do without my comedy?
right?
Dave, where
Go
are
to
you?
dinner.
Where's your Netflix?
Going out to
Uh,
dinner would be like a whole nother thing. Going to the beach, like go doing anything, right? Would
yeah,
involve a lot more
unless you have
steps now.
someone to help babysit and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it's like
yeah.
you have to plan more times for adulting. Like, hey,
Hmm.
like you two love each other. You gotta have time for you two as well.
Hmm. Yeah. So that and yeah, just with the CPR part of the class, it's like, man, it's a lot of work to keep the baby alive.
Is it
Right? Because they're
scary?
just it's a little scary because like,
You're gonna
you're gonna
drive
have to
like super protective and be mad at people.
yeah,
I have a kid in here. Don't you know
yeah,
that?
yeah, right.
Like,
Like, all right,
he's super defensive now.
I'm become the baby on board now, the fucking sticker on the
You're
car
gonna
and
put the
shit.
sticker? Yeah, make them
I
feel
could see
guilty.
I could see why people do it. Yeah, I could see why
It's like,
people
there's
do
a
it.
baby. Like, can you
Yeah,
please like not be a bitch behind me and
yeah.
go, right on my butt all the time?
Yeah, baby's right back there, you ass.
Yeah.
And then
We
like
gotta
in the
get the
crib, right?
stickers with, oh, you got the dad, the mom,
No,
the
no, no, no,
kid,
no, no,
and you
no.
got
Fuck
the
that. No,
2
no, no, no.
dogs.
Nobody needs to know the members of the family just by looking at the fucking back of the car. And some people put the
Or
names on that shit.
Yorkie lovers or some shit like showing
No, no,
showing
no,
your
no.
personality. Oh, you're a
Fuck.
Yorkie lover, huh?
I'll have a sticker that has the middle finger.
Or let's go Brandon over there, you fucker. Put it in the
No,
back.
you don't need people don't need to know that shit either.
Your political stuff. That's
Yeah,
too funny.
it's nobody's business. Although, like one of our foremans is all about putting that shit all over his car.
Your foremans?
Yeah,
No, that's too
he's like
funny.
got all the stickers and flags and all this stuff on his car. I'm like, hey, man, you do you.
Like he needs like to be a face for
Mm-hmm.
the cause.
Yeah.
Let everyone know.
All right.
Hey, maybe he feels like he has a purpose, like the people standing outside with their Bibles. Jesus is gonna save you, Like there's all sorts of people that need to do that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's just a let's go Brandon guy. Fuck this guy.
He is, dude. He is.
But I'm sure you love talking about it with him. Hey, so what do you think of this?
No, not really.
Or you avoid him, like if you don't need to talk.
Yeah, I'm like, I keep my shit to myself at work. I'm like, I don't like fucking advertising my politics.
Only on here.
Yeah, only on
The
here.
the true fans, whoever wants to listen. Speaking of which, anything going on politics wise that you want to talk about?
I mean, yes, it got political, but like right after we took a break, that huge fire in Maui happened.
Yeah, I guess we never even talked about it.
Forgot, yeah, it happened like right after we took our hiatus, and it was crazy because the day that it happened, nobody really knew like the scope of it. It seemed like because even us, we were just like, oh, there was a fire, and
Yeah,
then the next
you
day or
normally
two,
hear of
then
fires, just like, oh, it's a fire.
hmm and then the next day or two, the news came out of like how devastating the fire was, which was just it was crazy. Like it was the deadliest fire in the U.S. in over a century.
That's amazing. I mean, not amazing. That's crazy.
It's crazy, right? You don't even like think about like how widespread something like that could be, and yeah, that was like the big thing that happened here while we were on our break.
So,
And
from what I saw from like some kind of entrepreneur video, like it was cable lines that may have started it from the wind, like
so
knocked. But then there's also someone being blamed for not putting a alarm or something. I don't know if
yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I don't know. Fill me in because I'm just
Yeah.
you know, someone hearing it from in the wind. What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah. By all means, I can give you the lowdown. So I mean, this whole thing got like started out with Hurricane Dora passing to the south, and I guess
Hmm.
there was a high pressure system at the north, so it kind of created like almost like a vacuum for the air to like flow like from the high pressure system in the north flowing down and getting sucked up by the hurricane. So then we had like these, crazy winds of like um like 80 miles an hour or something.
You could feel
And
it in Oahu.
oh yeah, yeah, it was windy like across the whole state. And it was
Oh,
all going in the same direction from like the northeast down to the southwest, so like down the mountains. And I guess that high pressure system made the air drier than normal. So like, there was a hurricane to the south, there's no real humidity in the air. So
hmm.
everything was dry. You have these high winds, and so the high winds, would knock down tree branches and power lines and shit.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like I think it was like in the morning on that Tuesday, there was like,
I saw a map where
footage
it
of
started over here
yeah.
and it spread it all the way to the coast within
hmm
a day or something,
Well, yeah,
or a
within
couple
like
hours.
less than a day. So like that morning power line, it brushed up a little brush fire, but then the fire department came, put it out, and then moved on. And then later on that afternoon at like 3 o'clock, I guess there was reports of another fire. So that's where it becomes unclear because the initial fire that the firefighters came and put out was a down power line. But now nobody's sure what exactly happened with this 3 p.m. fire because that's the fire that got out of control and spread.
Mm.
So
So that's a
that
mystery.
yeah, it's true that there was a down power line, and the county and citizens on Maui have both filed lawsuits against Hawaiian Electric. But Hawaiian Electric is saying that they were only responsible for that initial fire, that the fire department came, gave the all clear, and they're not wanting to take responsibility for the major fire that, took
Mm.
out the whole town and killed
No one wants to be
hundreds.
responsible for
Well, yeah,
that.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously. As far as the sirens, yeah, that's true. The original emergency director, he was on Oahu for a like FEMA emergency conference at the time, so he wasn't even on the island. And I guess apparently it was his call not to sound the alarms because by his logic, it's the alarms are mostly associated with tsunamis. He was saying that he was afraid that if they sounded the alarm, people would flee uphill to where the fires were. But if you look on the county's website, the emergency response website, it says that it's used for earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, wildfires, like
Mm.
any
So he was just
emergency
bullshitting.
situation. Yeah, and I mean, after it came out that he didn't sound the alarms and he said that he didn't regret not sounding the alarms, like a day or two later, he resigned due to health issues.
Backlash.
Yeah.
Due to health issues.
So,
sure.
so there was that, right? You got the down power lines. You got the emergency director saying that he supported not sounding the alarms.
Yeah.
I guess there was there's like state-owned land. I think state-owned land around Lahaina, and I guess there's a lot of invasive grass that was brought to Maui for grazing, but it's owned by the state, so they're not really like weren't really managing it correctly. So
Who wasn't?
State.
Oh, okay.
And these are all allegations, right? Nothing's been proven. But those lands have the invasive grasses which dry up, and a lot of people are saying that those are likely
the cause,
the tinder that allowed this fire to get so big. So you got that. What else do you got? You got
isn't there like conspiracy too? Someone
dude,
with the fire so they can get the real estate, shit like that.
We're getting there.
Of course, there's conspiracy.
I'm giving you all the
lowdown.
Government poor response by the government that like allowed this thing to spread.
Okay.
So you got that. You got the lines, the dry grass, lack of sirens. And then you also have like, I guess there's water rights issues on Maui. So there's a lot of like fighting about who gets what water. So apparently the some government employee who was in charge of water distribution, or maybe he worked for the Board of Water or something. Okay. But basically he took 5 hours to release water to Maui is what's being said.
5 hours.
5 hours to release the water to Lahaina. So then that may be a cause for why the firefighters didn't have enough water to fight fire, but there's conflicting stories on that. But there is video of him saying that like there's video of him from months ago where he's talking about like water equity and I don't know, some diversity things with water or something.
So it seems logical why he did it. Like he didn't do it. Like,
oh no, it makes no sense. It sounds like they were keeping the water for like farming rights or something. And it basically either that was the reason why there wasn't enough fire, or they're trying to say now it was due to these houses that were burned down and a lot of lines being opened up that depressurized the pipes. I'm not sure what the actual cause was, but basically when the firefighters got there to try to hook up their hoses to the hydrants, there was like no water pressure. So it was a lot of things that happened to allow for that fire to, get so big and become so deadly.
Yeah.
It kind of puts the spotlight on, I hate to say like Hawaii government lackadaisicalness.
Not doing their crap.
Yeah, kind of.
There's no
like
quality assurance. Like Creed is in charge, and like he's not. Quality assurance. Close.
Yeah, I mean, like, growing up, living here as an adult, I'm like, I see how like, people are very. I hate to say, but like incompetent and just kind of do the bare minimum, right?
I'm sorry, but every time I took a lift, someone was talking about like, oh, can you believe this the heart train? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, you look at the fucking rail and how much of a shit show that was, and just think about one of the big causes of why this fire was so big. Like, of course, down power lines could have been de-energized, right? The wind you can't control. But like, okay, the down power line could have been de-energized so that there wouldn't be a spark to cause the fire. Somebody could have managed those state-owned fields better to make sure that you don't have all this dry brush to allow for the tinderbox, right? The dude saying that he didn't think sounding the alarm was a good idea.
Everything seems
fucking,
like, hey, it's not my problem,
yeah, it's just a
that
lot of
guy.
like incompetence all contributing to, oh, I didn't even get into. So then there's reports of people that were trying to get out of Lahaina having like being roadblocked because of down power lines. So the cops were not allowing people to get out, but there was
Jeez.
like, it was almost like they were getting diverted to where the fires were. And then like people that ignored the fucking roadblocks and just drove around them got out fine. So then it's just like, that's where the conspiracy theories start to come in, because then people are like feeling like they were like trapped in the burn zone and not being allowed
Go
to
in the
get out.
water. You're just going to the
But I
water.
think so, like, yeah, people were jumping in the water. So, but then that gets like, all right, you had like just bad communication, and cops are like roadblocking all over the place. Where
thinking
maybe,
they're doing the right thing,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not,
But then, or you get into the conspiracy theories,
consider.
like, yeah,
They wanted
then
you
you
to be
get,
sardines and shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where you get into the
I think it's
conspiracy theories.
more. I think it's what you said. The
The incompetence,
yeah. Not
miscommunication, the
to be
lack of
honest.
planning.
I went. I I was on the airport going back, and I was like, "What the hell's up with this TSA here?" Because like, first of all, there's all these like gate security check parts that don't have anyone in them. You have to go all the
Mhm,
way to the very end to get to
mhm,
the security. I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?" And
yeah,
I'm waiting in this long ass line and going through the TSA. And then while I'm, putting my shoes on, there's like 20 TSA people just standing around, just like talking. I'm like, why aren't you guys in the other like stations or doing shit? Like, what's
yeah,
going on?
yeah.
Like, everyone
I
is
don't
like
know, man.
lazy fucks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude,
Like, I'm
sucking.
getting that
They're
feeling.
sucking. They're sucking the government, man.
And when they're getting my bag, my luggage, like, like not like don't want to be here kind of shit, like
Yeah,
that kind of
are
attitude.
you actually keeping anyone safe, or is this all theater?
So I know what you mean by the confidence thing. Like
Mhm.
I grew up here too. I see it. You know, it is
Yeah.
what it
So
is.
I mean, that's like, that was like my perspective on it. Like, it's like a lot of incompetent people just kind of like not really having, I don't know. I
Like
don't
they
even
didn't
know what
think
to,
that their job would like be so important.
the
That
importance of their job. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if I didn't do this, that's fine. Do it another day.
Yeah.
Little did I know
Mhm.
it helped cause to the
Yeah,
fire.
contribute to how widespread the fire was. Yeah.
Yeah. Whether it was the people not handling the brush fire, the actual not chopping down all that shit
Yeah, yeah,
versus the guy making the alarm the second time. No worries.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
the
It's
water
just
guy.
if
We don't need the water right now.
Yeah,
Conserving,
it's just, it's like, oh, like dominoes that, like,
Like you
that
can
made it
see each
X.
character. Like
Mhm.
you probably get there's someone in there that's like that, right?
Come
There's
by,
someone,
don't worry.
yeah. It's hard not to be a part of that stereotype. Just like,
Yeah.
we're relaxed.
Well,
We're a relaxed culture, but that can be a
mhm.
detriment too. Like we're known to be like we can't get any work done, like the railroad and shit.
Yeah.
And Aloha Stadium, what's that gonna be? You know, things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
and the
breaking my
fact that this
heart.
is
And again,
the fact
you're breaking my heart, Hawaii.
the
Anyways,
fact that this is such like a this was a big deal, right? It's like a national story. So then it
yeah.
just puts the
People were asking me,
microscope.
do I have family there and shit like that. And yeah, microscope on Maui, getting
Mhm,
attention. Like
mhm.
Maui barely gets attention, And people are asking about it in my I
Yeah.
shouldn't say rarely, but you know, but um yeah. And then everyone Biden's saying something, but then it's not good enough, you know. what he's offering.
I mean, did you see like? Do you know the timeline of his response and like what his responses were?
No, but I'm
all
sure
that.
you have the whole timeline. Tell us the deets.
All
good
right,
sir.
so like within maybe a couple days or within a week of when the fire happened, he was on vacation in Delaware, like at a beach, and like the press was asking him, President Biden, what do you have anything to say on the wildfires in Maui? And
Yeah.
he just kind of like chuckled and said no comment.
There's a video of him going,
yeah,
no comment.
Let me see if I can find the video.
Everything you do is in scrutiny. If you're George Bush and then you're hearing about 9/11, while you're
if you're George Bush and Kanye West, George Bush doesn't care about black people. Right?
You know how he's reading the books and he was just like, oh, okay. Like, we're supposed to expect him to like jump out of this chair to like do something. You're in scrutiny when shit like this.
Yeah, he keeps reading. Let's see if I can find that.
What's with Kanye? He's quiet too, right? They really quieted him down, or did he quiet himself
down? I don't know, right? I feel like they might have
shadow silenced him.
I think so. Where is it? Yeah, he was on vacation when he gave his no comment deal.
Delaware. So he has like a car or something in Maui. What was that thing?
I'll get there. It's just blunder after blunder. Okay.
You sent me a picture
I think I found it.
of a theater saying, "Dear Mr. President."
What did I send you? I can't even remember what I sent you. It's been so long.
It was a theater sign in the outside saying, "Thanks, Mr. President," or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
I can't remember.
Guys,
I send you so many things.
What happened to your video, brother? Took yourself out of the video.
I pressed the wrong button. Rusty.
Rust bucket.
Rusty Griswold over here.
Rusty! Right here, Dad.
All right, I got it.
Do you have any comment?
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Time for the morning buzz. And
wait, I didn't hear what did he just do a chuckle? He didn't say anything?
Yeah, he waved and I guess they couldn't pick it up on their mics.
Oh, but you heard it in a different one. You heard the. Oh, was it like in your head? You heard the chuckle. Was it just a smile?
Yeah, I guess it was just a smile.
I love how it's like you build up in your head. So the president was laughing.
Yeah, I guess just a smile.
I mean, he probably just didn't want to comment at that time, but people are like, "Look what he did! Do you see this?"
Well, just the optics, right? He's on vacation on a beach, and yeah,
definitely. I think it's
that
him
backlash
enjoying himself while there's tragedy. Doesn't bode well, right?
Well, yeah, because then like people were asking when he was gonna come and like see the damage, and it was like a week or so.
Obama would have. He'd be up all in there. Oh, minor, you know, I gotta show, you know. If you don't,
Yeah, I don't
then
know.
the Hawaii people will like, what the hell, Obama? You're one of us.
I don't know.
You'll
I
get
mean, he could have
backlash.
come, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're not the president, you could have come. But yeah, so people were complaining about that, and like for like a week they were kind of like his press secretary and stuff were like dodging on whether they were going to come or not, which it was very feasible that he wouldn't have come because do you remember that East Palestine train derailment?
Mm-hmm. He
Like
didn't come to
I
that.
guess he never went there. And so yeah. But they were dodging the questions because he was on his Delaware vacation, then he was back to the White House for a week, and then he was going to go on another vacation to Lake Tahoe. So then, yeah, the optics behind that with him going on multiple vacations, but didn't have time to come to Maui. But he eventually did come to Maui. He came for
Mhm.
like a day. I think he went to Tahoe for like a day or two, then came to Maui and then went back to Tahoe, I think is what happened.
Mm. Man, I
But
mean, jokes aside about, you know, Biden, must be hard being a president, having to choose which things to go to. Like, there's just like
well, yeah,
50
I
states,
mean,
right? And I get like, you know, Maui's on the radar, but there's shit probably happening in every state, have like deaths and stuff. And you're gonna come here,
yeah,
Mr. President, you know, see this tragedy and
yeah,
that kind of thing. I'm
yeah,
not giving
just
him, I'm not saying he's an amazing president for.
oh yeah, and honestly, like him coming didn't do anything, right? I mean,
It's for showing face,
yeah,
making sure that
it was all for
you're a
show, and
president, you know, that you're doing
even
something.
that wasn't really like well received. There's a lot of backlash on that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, you sent me
Like,
the Hawaii theater sign that's like, "Oh, thanks, Mr.
oh
President."
yeah, that's what. Yeah, there. Now I remember what you're
Thank
talking about.
yeah,
The storage company.
the storage place?
Yeah, it's like a storage company that has
Oh,
like a
my bad.
marquee, and
It
they
just
always
seemed
put.
it seemed like it, the marquee thing.
Yeah, it
Seemed
was
like it
a
was a theater.
storage. Yeah, it was a storage company.
Do you have the picture of that?
No,
Show
I
the
gotta pull it
audience.
up. I gotta pull it up. Fuck. Hawaiian rental, I
Storage,
think.
rental, Biden, motherfucker.
Let's see.
Dear Mister, I'm too good to write my fans. This will be the last message I'll ever send your ass. What was it?
Yeah, that was it.
It's been 2 months. I forgot the fucking words.
There you go.
Here you go, Hawaii rental. Sorry,
You
almost
almost lost your 67 Corvette in a fire, Mr. President. Maui strong.
Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, his speech, I don't know. I guess during his speech he talked about I guess a kitchen fire. Well, actually, before his speech, there was speculation that he was falling asleep in the crowd,
What
waiting
else
for
is
his
new?
time to speak. But there's
Come here, Mr.
yeah.
President. Just guide him along.
But yeah, then he gave a speech talking about I guess some kind of lightning strike that caused a little fire in their kitchen. But then like the fire department, they were able to put it out in 20 minutes. But the way he told the story that he almost lost his wife, his Corvette, and his cat. And then he chuckled on that one. I know he fucking chuckled on that one.
Dude, he's the fucking Mandarin. Someone else is in control. Someone's in control of America, and he's the fucking Mandarin. Hey man, I'm just an actor, mate. You know, I'm just an actor. Just doing my thing. He's strolling along, Mr. President.
Here, I can share this one. I got receipts on this one.
Receipts.
So okay, so this is on Maui. This is they're at kind of gathering for
So wait,
survivors.
this is the
I think.
chuckle.
Well, this is him waiting for his turn to talk, and then like
God,
it's
he's so scrutiny and he's so pale.
well, if you put him next to a bunch of local people, of course he's gonna look so fucking pale. All right, but then it like zooms out for some
This is
reason.
not how we wish we'd welcome you. We wish
So then
you
it's
would
hard
be
to
on better
tell.
terms.
But like a
But
lot of
here we are.
the of course a lot of the right wing media is saying that he fell asleep.
We're a town of multi-generations.
But it's hard to tell because they zoomed out for some reason.
We're a town of kupuna,
I guess to show the
Oh.
speaker.
kamali'i, the children, the malahini, welcome you. We are a loving community. We are a compassionate.
No, he's drinking some water, so he's definitely awake.
We are a community not
Man, the things that will
community with
spill into like talk,
We
you
are a
know.
community.
What if he doesn't fall asleep
not
and it was
cocktail.
something someone just said and you were saying it to him?
Can't fall asleep during that.
Yeah.
All right, he's talking to his wife.
We have heard stories of heroism, wearing a uniform, teachers, businesses, more who are not here, tirelessly.
All right, his head is
for
still
the
moving around.
community they grew up in.
Oh, they zoom back in. I don't know.
We have
Maybe he
heard
didn't fall
stories
asleep.
Of fearlessness.
Let's see.
His eyes are open.
Both my
Looks
parents
sad.
worked in the school system at Kamehameha Third School Elementary children.
My
For
God, what
them
is he
to hear
thinking?
The name of students
I don't know.
that have either food and shelter.
Oh my God.
by
Is
Oh,
he
wait.
falling?
Oh my God! That fast forwarded to right when he took a.
Is he
We
napping
are
my
a
now?
God.
community that
I mean,
relies
he's-
on
Dude, that's a nap. The way he's breathing, he is napping.
That was a
by
little
friendship.
power nap. Let me get some shut
He
eye.
looks
Like many
dead,
others,
dude.
My son's home
Well, that's like
burned down.
he's 80 years old, man.
My daughter's home burned down.
God.
My home burned down. My foreclosure,
Oh,
or
oh,
at least for some
wait a
peace of
minute.
mind.
Is there
Oh,
mold in there?
shit. Is he still wait, I think it's zooming in.
Generation to
But see, like it
generation.
zoomed out.
Or a
Oh,
family
yeah,
home.
dude. It zoomed
passed
out as they
down
knew he
to
was
be a
gonna
loss
fucking
of a
fall
loved
asleep.
one. Or a family home passed down from
Right,
generation
so it wasn't
to
bullshit.
generation.
God, his
Allow
head is
families
down,
the
dude.
opportunity
That's
back
a
on their
down head.
property to sift through what is left of a lifetime's worth of memories.
Don't you think
foreclosure,
everyone would be
or at
recording the
least
president
some
right
peace
now
of
if he was
mind.
sleeping? Oh my
During this
God.
period,
Oh my God. Is he
during this
sleeping?
period of pause, start
Oh, his
assembling
head's up.
building supplies,
Now it's up. Yeah,
materials,
it went up.
manpower, ready to proceed.
He looks
ready
fucking.
to
What's
He
going
looks
on?
lost, dude. He looks fucking
Put in
lost,
place
dude.
Dude, what's up with
red
his
tape,
face?
such as codes and permits.
He looks like he's gonna
readily available to
die of
update
boredom or
meetings.
some shit.
Dude,
Long
this guy
waits
can't
and
continue.
frustrations.
It's
Having these
Oh
necessities
my
in place,
God.
we're greatly assured for when the pause is resumed,
he's too old,
process
man.
to restart may be restored
Too
with
old.
minimal difficulty. As we absorb
All right.
First Lady Dr. Biden, Governor Green,
Wait, he's gonna talk about his
I
thing
want
and
you
then
all to
chuckle.
know that as we navigate,
Yeah, I want to get to his speech.
we once knew
My goodness.
aloha.
Hello.
As I've heard various people on the island speak today,
This is so hard to watch.
reminded
man.
of a phrase that got a tradition in my house on my where I shave. And I was having a particularly tough time at one point years ago. And my daughter taped on my mirror
God.
a quote from Kierkegaard.
This is like listening to a pastor in a
Said,
church.
"Fate
who's really
Sees
boring.
best in the dark. Faith sees best in the dark. When things look the most bleak,
All right, let's look for that.
and I've seen just in the several hours I've been here so far.
All I can think of
Greed
is stroking
also
a lady's leg or something. What was that again?
Stroking a lady's leg.
Stroking a
country is
kid's leg and
Oh yeah, the hair or something.
whatever it
the
takes,
hair of a leg.
as long as it takes. I look at your congressmen and senators and governor and lieutenant governor. We're going to get it done for you. But get it done the way you want it done. Not get it done somebody else's way. No, I mean it.
The way you want it.
Illinois,
You.
what it's like to lose a home.
Oh, here we go.
Years ago, now 15 years
So this never
ago, I was
happened.
in Washington. doing
No, I
Meet the
mean like
Press.
there was fire,
Now,
but
15
he
years ago, I
embellishes
was
on like
in
how big it
Washington doing
was.
Meet the Press. It was a sunny Sunday. And lightning struck at home
That guy
on a little
staring.
lake that's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond, and hit a wire and came underneath our home into the heating ducts, air conditioning duct. Make a long story short, I lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat.
He lost his wife?
All kidding aside,
Almost lost his
I
wife.
watched the
I thought you said.
firefighters.
I thought it
In all
ended
fairness,
almost.
In all fairness, he did lose his first wife and daughter in a car accident in like the 70s, I want to say.
He lost them in real life?
Mhm. His first
Oh.
wife and daughter in a car accident.
And he was driving?
No, I don't think he was there.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I don't know. He decided to talk about this fire that he almost lost his Corvette in and his cat. So yeah, negative, unless you want to see more.
No, the chuckle. You said there was a chuckle.
Yeah,
The way
hear
they
it?
responded. I watched the and my cat, my short, almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat. So all kidding aside,
That was
Yeah,
the
that's
chuckle.
weird.
Maybe I was
firefighters.
maybe I
It feels-
conflated this
the way they
chuckle
responded.
for the other
No, there's no expression.
chuckle. So this was probably the chuckle.
I grew up right across the street from a fire hall in Claymont, Delaware.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah, that
I
was
almost lost my Corvette. That's a weird time
So-
to chuckle. I don't know what causes a man to chuckle, but when you're telling a story about losing
Well,
things,
yeah.
it seems
almost
weird.
not even losing things, almost losing
Oh.
things when you're in a room full
I
of people
almost-
that have lost
I
everything.
almost lost my house. It's like, what? Why are you chuckling?
But I didn't. But you guys did.
Yeah. I can.
Uh,
Yeah. What an interesting visit.
Oh, and there was like video of people on the side of the road like flipping his motorcade off. That makes me chuckle. See if I can find that. Oh,
He
that
doesn't
makes me
have the
chuckle.
best fan base.
Oh, but the like the words that they were saying. Oh, he's here. Oh, finally. Fuck yeah.
That's what they said
I
in the
think
video.
so. Yeah.
Are you inflating it again? No.
I think so. I think this is real. Oh,
Dude, I feel like I had like a deja vu thing where I inflated something and then you realize, oh, that's not how I remember it. Remember like how every time we like rewatch like a scene, we're like,
yeah,
my mother,
memory is
like what the fuck?
my
He barely
mother.
said it that way.
My mother.
My mother. Like we just kept saying it until it became
I know a thing.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
I have something that we kept saying, and it
what
was
did it say?
Mandala,
What
and I
was
was
it?
like, "Holy shit!" I'll show you. I gotta pull up the scene first.
Okay.
And find yours.
Yeah, I must have saw it on somebody else's video, so I can't. I'm not sure where it was. Oh,
All right.
I think I did. I did find it.
What? What are you smiling about?
Oh, without me. Don't go. Let's start it over.
Okay. 36,000 people watched this, including us.
Devastating wildfires.
The death toll there has reached 114 people.
Wow, he's finally here. Wow, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for nothing.
Over to my right, there are a bunch of people out here. They've been here for hours. A bunch of them are protesting. They have their makeshift signs.
Fuck you!
Cardboard signs. A lot of them saying, as we've been talking about, that he's too late. Some of them feel that he should have been here much earlier.
Aren't we Americans too? Like, we're part of the United States, but why are we not? Why are we getting put in the back pocket? Why are we being ignored?
I don't want to compare difficulties, but have a little sense, Jill and I.
This is where you heard it, huh?
not this particular one.
And the destruction of this month's devastating.
That we should just watch that. That just totally that showed it all in 10 seconds.
But we got context. That it wasn't just clip,
Clickbait. Clickbait.
All right, show me your.
So yeah, I was watching a video about mandalas and like, I think the subject was video games, but it made me think about mandalas. And then while I was watching something in the past and I was quoting it, I realized I've been saying it wrong.
Okay.
Like, oh shit! I did not know that. So the movie happened to be coming to America.
Okay.
That the scene is from, and it's the Louis Anderson scene.
Oh,
that
the big bucks.
quote.
The big bucks.
Can you
see that one?
Can you say it to me?
I don't know it. I don't think I know it as well. I don't think I know it as well as you.
Or
do.
just like
you
like
start off mopping the floor, then you get on fries, and then you get on the grill.
Yeah.
And you become a store manager, and that's when the big bucks come in.
That's when the big bucks come in. All right.
Right?
Let's see if that is correct, good sir.
All right.
Let's see. Here we go. The famous scene.
It's only 26 seconds, huh?
It took my heart away in 28 seconds.
Hello.
Hi.
You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Start rolling in. What? I was like, what? Did he really say start rolling in? Because I've been saying it with Miguel.
Well, because like I feel like the more common phrases come in, right?
Yeah. Trippy, right? Just like, whoa. Anyways, that's my mandala I found. Also, this scene was interesting because Akeem is the one that said hello, and then Louis said hi to the wrong person.
Oh.
Hello. Hi. You know,
he was looking at what's his name? Semi.
Yeah.
Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you.
But that's for the big bucks. I like the way we say it though.
Yeah, it sounds more natural. Rollin', that sounds strange.
So is it I Am Your Father? Do you remember? Luke, I Am Your Father?
No, I Am Your Father. That was a famous one that people. I think that one is just more misquoted from other sources of media, like other movies quoted and shit.
Like
For
no,
to
and
give it context. Because if you just
like
say no, I am your father.
and like no person I'm talking to, I am your
Yeah.
father.
Yeah,
No
yeah, that's
Buzz.
yeah, that's the actual line. But they say I think they other movies that reference it put Luke to, give it context as a Star Wars reference.
Yeah. Just thought that was a fun little thing because we say it all the time here in the Panana Street.
Yeah, we do.
So when I
Baby
watched
class.
Coming to America, I was like, huh?
What the heck?
Did I say it wrong this whole time?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a couple more for the fire. You referenced conspiracy theories, so I wanted to know what conspiracy theories you were hearing.
Something about this was started so like real estate people can come in and buy property or something like that. Maybe China.
Okay.
China's trying to come in there.
I'm
steal some
I'm
property.
gonna say that this is not the most far-fetched theory, and honestly, there were more far-fetched theories going around. Like people were trying to say it was like a direct energy weapon that started the fire, or like a fucking
like a
space
laser
Yeah,
from the sky,
like a fucking space laser.
where they use the weather that's happening to their advantage. Like, oh, it's a windy day,
So
and
then those are like
wind is going this way. Let's put a little laser.
those
Start a
those are the
fire.
far. But the thing that like throws it's like why would you go through why would you use like a fucking space laser when you could just have like a homeless guy with a lighter or a mat
Start it.
and just pay him pay him some money. What are you gonna have, $1
Or
million space laser?
someone who's pretending to be a homeless guy and he's been there
Yeah,
for 30
right?
days.
Or an agent
No
or
one
something.
knows.
But
Just a
okay,
homeless
so
guy.
the theory about land grabs isn't so far-fetched because I don't know if you saw, but in the days after the fire, people were getting calls about wanting to sell their properties. So it was happening. Whether it was premeditated or not, people were being called about trying to sell properties.
Oh, would you like to sell your property as is and I'll buy it from you?
For pennies on the dollar, right? Buy the land for pennies on the dollar. So that's not so far-fetched. But see, where it gets a little deeper is people are linking it to this executive order that Governor Green had announced like 3 weeks before the fire, and people are linking it to that because so as you know, there's a housing crisis in Hawaii, right? There's shortage of housing, inflated housing market because there's lack of inventory and high demand, right? People want to live here where like the average home is like $1 million, single family homes like $1 million. So about 3 weeks before the fire in like mid-July, Green made an announcement of an executive order to create a emergency proclamation to create a Build Beyond Barriers working group to go around existing housing regulations that are related to like environmental requirements or cultural requirements. And this group was, all appointed by Governor Green. Like the head of the group was appointed by him, and all the members of this 20-person were appointed by him. And shortly after the group was put together, they had their first meeting behind closed doors, not without the input of the citizens. So there was a lot of backlash on that because people are concerned that they're going to go around all these regulations that we have without any input from the voters, and that this group was put together, not elected but appointed. And I get his reasoning for putting this group together because the housing shortage is an emergency, quote unquote, but a lot of people are concerned with the way it's being put together. And now with the fire happening a couple weeks after, people are like linking it to that and like thinking that the state's
people
gonna
want
come
answers.
in.
So just so happens this guy put something out there, and people
are linking it to that. And it is true because like during his first press conference after the fires, he was already like saying that he doesn't want foreign investment to come in, and if need be, state buy this land. So he was already kind of planting that seed to begin with. And so now there's a lot of like social unrest.
So the state did this? Is what the conspiracy is?
Yeah.
They're buying up the land to do something.
Either either it was done by the state, or now the state is gonna try to take advantage of the situation.
So they can build condos and stuff, bigger stuff.
Yeah, right. Because Lahaina is like one of the.
Are there condos in Maui? Or is it still single houses? A lot of single homes.
I think that there might be like a limit on how tall you could build something in certain places. And I know Lahaina was like a historic town, so I'm trying to think. I don't think anything was beyond 2 stories in Lahaina, if I remember correctly.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, so like he gave his speech and he was like talking about possibly the state buying the land and making a memorial or something. But then last week they had another meeting and a bunch of people came and gave 2 cents, and it got pretty heated. So I have
some
that
video.
Hey,
what the fuck you gonna do about that?
I have that video if you want.
Fucker.
Yeah. The Hawaiians, the locals.
Time to hear some mad Hawaiians who lost their homes. And I don't blame them. I'd be mad too, you know. Oh shit, he looks like he's gonna be really mad. Oh, watch out. 5 minutes.
Wants to be on TV. Come stand with the people. You guys' job and obligation is to serve the people of Hawaii, to ensure that we still stay in this place we call home.
This is a lawsuit that was put on you yesterday at 4:35 p.m.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
It's a quorum that's to be limiting your powers, questioning the validity of this entire group. People from Lahaina sent you this quo rental, yet you still feel like it's okay to sit here and talk about programs and housing and how much money you guys lost.
And I'm actually speaking to each of you sitting around this table. Your name listed as a stakeholder of any of the redevelopment plans.
No, I was just wondering what happened to his ear.
Oh, I don't know.
And regarding a smart city, I can tell you, Department of Planning.
Oh yeah, that's another
smart city
theory that they want to make Maui into a smart city or something. That's another.
So they burned everything down to start a new.
To pave the way. That's another conspiracy theory. Yeah.
DLNR, DBED, housing, all of you. All of these agencies, and I'm not saying to you directly, but you're here representing these agencies. Therefore, it is your responsibility to tell the truth. Each one of these agencies have signed on as stakeholders for the redevelopment of a smart city in Maui.
Just want to remind you guys that you guys work
BJ.
for us. you guys work for us. I don't know if you guys forget. You know,
did you just get in a
people
fight?
will come up here and say that they want something. I mean, the way it looked, guys, go with what is going to further your political career. It's just like we come here to talk about something and then you guys start fighting back with us. You work for us. You don't talk to your boss like that, right? Who talks to their boss like that? Nobody talks to their boss like that. Oh, you cannot go talk to him because you got security. You can talk to him a week, man.
You work for us. You don't talk to us.
You got to go check his DVDs. What is going on?
Dude.
You're so funny, dude.
BJ, man.
Boss like that. You cannot go talk to him because you got security.
Oh, BJ.
Oh, BJ is so funny.
Look at Josh Green. How weak, man. What happened?
Oh no.
Came
Come on,
inside.
BJ.
What? He got to go check his DVDs. What is going on? He's supposed to go. He's supposed.
Oh no. They're trying to They're trying
to stop you from watching.
Please
this.
not.
Please not say anything
Come
about
on!
Bibbidies.
Let me back it up.
Please don't say anything about Bibbidies.
Nobody talks to their boss like that. Or you cannot go talk to him because he got security. Look at Josh Green, how weak.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
All right,
Best part.
bring it back a little and then
Weak
just
man.
pause it.
What
So
happened? I came inside. What? He got to go check his
All right,
Bibbidies. What
all
is?
right, give it a chance.
yeah, give it
All right,
some time.
all right. What do you think?
It's good. Okay.
Further your political
Well,
career.
there you go.
It's just like we come here to talk about something and then you guys start fighting back with us. You work for us. You don't talk to your boss like that, right? Who talks to their boss like that? Nobody talks to their boss like that. Or you cannot go talk to him because he got security. Look at Josh Green, how weak man. What happened? I came inside. What? He got to go check his Bibbidies. What is going on? He's supposed to go. He's supposed to.
Please
be
not
busy.
that. Let's not do
Yeah.
that. This is not
Please
that
not
kind
that.
of meeting. It's not a political meeting or a campaign meeting.
Yeah,
This
no,
is serious
But
business.
you saying that is very
Please
that
not
really
that.
was me. You're not being a waiter. You just you talk to your boss like that. I'm your boss.
I'm your
And for
boss.
real, these people, they are your boss. Shame is when you do stand behind everybody's back. Enough is
I'm
enough.
your
huh?
boss.
No.
You can't talk to me like that.
More screwing over the people of Hawaii. More, you know, how much? And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna talk about Green. That's your guy's leader. He's not even here. He's a guy. He only signs the bill to further his political career. So what is next? He go for president, and that's what you guys look for. Oh, that's the guy I look up to. The guy who screws everybody over to get to the top.
I've given testimony so many times, and most of the time,
When I
it's
saw
like
BJ,
this.
I
Backs
had
are
to
turned.
share this
People
video.
don't listen. You look like you're sleeping. Where's the emotion? Where's your heart? And when
You
you
look like you're
think about
sleeping.
these actions, when you think about the work you do, think about all those people, like this guy on his phone right now. It's insulting. It's insulting. Do not
Even the girl.
Look at the guy in the back.
Green's Adams right
Did
there,
you see the girl? The
getting
girl
taken out by
behind.
his handler.
One on
What-
the
Come
right.
on,
what'd you do?
guys. I saw
What'd you
all
do?
your
Eyes.
faces. I think some of you were
Oh.
shocked too, except for
It
the
hurt?
people whispering in
Yeah.
because he warned you he
rolling
was
eyes.
going to walk away. You want to know why? Because he never wants to hear our voices. He wants to silence us every time. He does not listen. I'm asking all of you at this table to make sure he listens. But we know very well that you guys, as the third largest stakeholders, the state, do want that land and can take it when you deem it a
Competence.
natural
I think
disaster.
these people
And that is
in the
disgusting.
table.
And that is why I'm also here today, because
they
someone needs to
competent?
call that out. We wanted the samples right away. You guys stop the people from going in.
And it says on the door, there is no placards or no signs, but isn't that very so much contradictions that you can't have a sign, you can't have a voice. They're like loopholes on paper written by developers and those that are in charge that make the decisions for the state, for the different counties. I've been in this meeting and I've heard developers say the loophole. They know how to work around it on paper to get things passed through. So Lahaina strong.
The lady with the
people
phone.
over profit. So how we're gonna
Yeah.
first do this in order
She's
to
not blocking
really
her
get
camera?
anything done for this work?
I know with their finger, right? Oh God.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's almost done.
Working group to work, we first need to have
Please remove yourself.
I just want to see the BJ one.
I know.
the leader, Josh,
That was a good one.
can remove himself so that real change.
No one's gonna remove shit.
What all of you have forgotten here, including the governor, who walked out of this office before he could hear pain.
Angry.
This emergency proclamation is a fall.
This is about unity and this is about coming together and
I
fighting
wanted
for
to
the
see him get
rights
more
of
angry.
people. Climate change does not exist. Okay?
Excuse
You
me.
are-
Okay, I appreciate your comments again. I do, but we really need to stick to the items on the agenda. It is
I don't care
11:10.
about your agenda. You know what? Your agenda can kiss my ass. Okay?
You don't talk to your boss like that.
I'm your boss. And for real, these people, they are your boss.
That was perfect.
Shame is when you do something behind everybody's back.
You found the right
Enough
place.
is enough, huh? No. More screwing over the people of Hawaii. More, you know, how much I'm not gonna say it again. I'm gonna talk about Green. That's your guys' leader. He's
Bevanese.
not even here.
I was the Bevanese.
He's not here.
Kind of meeting. It's not a political meeting or
You got security. Look at Josh Green. How weak, man. What happened? I came inside. What? He gotta go check his Bevanese. What is going on? He's supposed to go. He's supposed to.
Please
be
not
listening.
that. Let's not do that. This is
please
not
not
that. The
that.
meeting is not a political meeting or campaign meeting.
Yeah, no,
This
I'm
is
not campaigning.
serious
But
business.
you saying that is very
Please not
that
that.
really bothers me. You know you talk to your boss like that. I'm your boss. And for real.
I'm your boss.
Oh.
That's too funny,
I had to
man.
share that one. I saw that earlier this week. I'm like, oh man.
No,
that's gotta
please,
be-
not that. No, please.
Please not that.
Please no.
Oh.
Please stop that.
Oh.
Pretty good, my friend. Sorry, Maui people, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I know
This
we're
is-
like laughing about the situation, but it sucks.
No, yeah.
for them.
Fair.
It's just
PJ. PJ's funny.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So that is like the working group is saying that they're not after the Lahaina land and that they're not even it's not even on the agenda and that that if it ever does become part of the agenda, they're gonna have the input of the people of Lahaina. But automatically just everybody is, jumping to they're gonna try to go after Lahaina. So I mean the group is saying that they're not.
I mean, it's what everyone's thinking, right? I mean, I would think that
Yeah.
too.
The-
Oh,
Yeah,
land
like
up for
this
grabs
group
all of a
was
sudden.
Yeah. Land grab. Yeah. That's like and like I said, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility because people are already being called by people trying to see if they're willing to sell the land. So somebody's trying to grab it, whether it was premeditated or not. It was people are trying to get that land. So
Is there a record of the biggest land grab of America's history? Like some kind of natural disaster and someone just swooped up there that you can think of?
well, there is like a I don't know, I guess a conspiracy theory on I think somewhere in Oklahoma, like it was called like Black Wall Street or something, where it was like this land
Wall
that
Street.
was all owned by black families, and it was discovered that there was oil under the land, and somehow a fire broke out there. And let's see if I can find because I heard
Ooh.
something about that,
So
but I don't know if that's
they destroyed all the homes. People had to move out. Someone bought the
yeah.
land, got the oil.
And I don't know how like I never looked into this. I just heard somebody talk about it, so I don't know.
It sounds like it could have
how
been
it
like a
is.
deleted scene in what is that blood movie? The chocolate
There
the
Will Be
shake?
Blood.
There Will Be Blood. Seems like that would
Yeah.
that
All
family
right,
lived
I
in
guess
that
it was a
oil.
real thing. Tulsa Race Massacre.
That's fucked up.
The devastation of Black Wall Street. Wall Street.
What
in
humans
Tulsa.
won't do for greed.
What do we think? Wikipedia?
Sure.
Tulsa Race Massacre.
That sounds
Who can
worse
you
than
trust?
Black Wall Street.
The Tulsa Race Massacre, also known as the Tulsa Race Riot or the Black Wall Street Massacre, was a 2-day-long white supremacist terrorist massacre that took place
Whoa.
between May 31st and June 1st. Oh, so it wasn't a
Wait.
fire, it was when mobs
this-
of white residents.
Wait, is this accurate? Because you know how what we found out from like
Wikipedia?
even Netflix can bend the truth with their documentaries about things. so
Where
I'm
should
just
we
like-
look? Tulsa.
I don't know, but
the Historical Society.
is that real?
Museum, Library
So
of
it was a
Congress.
white
Yeah, I mean
mob
anybody
that
can
set
edit
fire.
Wikipedia.
Okay. So it was a
Just
mob.
Store Daily.
I thought from your story it was like a fire.
I mean
like,
that's what
but it
I
seems like
yeah.
they know that white mob people came and destroyed the town.
Mm-hmm. History Channel. Do we want to trust History Channel? I don't know who to trust.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they all are gonna tell the same thing. I was like, whoa, that seemed kind of like
Yeah, I thought it was a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound
But
like it
seems
was
like an actual massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. They weren't subtle back then.
No. It was 119.
I mean,
Yeah, it was 100
I'm not
years
saying,
ago.
I'm not saying they're being subtle now, like the Maui thing was. I'm just saying that
They weren't subtle back then. Oh.
canceled. I guess, yeah. Library of Congress. Can we trust
was that?
them?
Where was
I
that?
think it was one of the very top ones.
Oh, up top.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who to trust.
Down a little more. Yeah, Library of Congress research. I don't know. That sounds like a library for the Congress people. Okay, destroy. Oh, Oklahoma.
Oh, right there.
Okay, destroyed.
All right. Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, destroyed on 6/1/1921. On May 31st and June 1st, 1921, mobs of white residents attacked black residents, homes, and businesses, as well as cultural and public institutions in the Black Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma, an oil boom city. Greenwood was also known as Black Wall Street, one of the wealthiest black communities in the United States. As a result of this attack, 35 blocks were systematically looted and burned. Oh shit. Destroying 190 businesses and leaving 10,000 people homeless. The property loss estimated by the Tulsa Real Estate Exchange was the equivalent of 31 million in 2017, likely an underestimation. Huh.
Dude, and they were
So,
wealthy homes.
it
This
was
isn't like
mobs.
rickety homes, you know. These are just like people that had money, and they just said, "Hey, we're gonna come over here and burn your freaking place."
Yeah. 1921. Man.
Thinking,
Crazy how things.
I'm thinking this is like over have a mob. I'm thinking over 100 people. You gotta have the manpower to do this. It's gotta be over
Mhm.
more than 100. I'm thinking
Yeah.
300 at least to start fires and
Right.
shit.
To destroy 10,000 people's homes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, at least a couple hundred.
And it seemed organized and
All right, so different than Maui for sure.
jeez. I was just trying to get a land grab story, but I didn't know we're gonna get dark in American history
that's
about racism and shit.
Yeah.
I could see
Yeah.
why you know, you can say whatever you want about white people these days, but can't be the other way around, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's crazy because that was
watching
just
that
over
girl.
100 years ago.
Yeah. I was just watching that girl from PragerU, and she had like all these TikTok videos of people like hating on white people kind of thing. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh,
Mhm.
like one of them is like, if you have a white friend, you have to ask the group, is it okay if I bring my white friend to hang out? And I'm like,
Oh yeah. I
what
saw
the
that
fuck?
one.
Can you imagine
I
like,
saw that
oh,
one.
is it okay if I bring my black friend with me? Like,
Yeah.
whoa, what the fuck, dude? That's racist.
It's like a pendulum, right? The pendulum is now swinging the other way.
White people. Shit. That was
Right,
the
it's like
funniest
it's a
example that you showed me.
the pendulum swing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make what happened in the past right. I don't think anybody's trying to say that what happened in the past was just or
No.
right. but like,
but it was a slow change for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's not like our generation had anything to do with those massacres and shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the past generations fought to change our society from the Civil War to the 1960s, equal rights, right?
Yeah.
Like all those things were done by previous generations to get us to where we are today.
Yeah.
The
And you
civil
take
rights,
for
yeah.
granted our freedom to even speak, like what we're doing right now. Like if we lived in a
Mhm.
country that wanted to suppress voices, we wouldn't even be able
Mhm.
to have a podcast and speak our mind about things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to take our
I mean,
voice
I guess
away.
it depends how big of a platform you have. I mean, they'll find a way if they want to silence
Has someone got
people.
silenced recently?
No, but I
Joe?
mean, like, no, like just YouTube and social media, right? If you say certain things,
Self-censor?
well,
I
yeah,
mean,
that.
even
But they
Jocko
have
got
policies,
censored.
right?
I think Jocko
Yeah.
said something and then they took down his page or something. So
Mhm.
now
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
mean,
oh, we have another website, so we don't have to be under the thumb of someone. Like, you know,
yeah,
like what
yeah,
you can
like because
say.
even what's his name, Russell Brand, he always tries to tell people, he like has like the first couple minutes of his stream on YouTube, but he's the whole first 10-15 minutes he's like, all right, go check us out on Rumble because then we can really speak
Go
freely.
really-
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
So
It's like self-censoring hard topics.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that that climate roadblock at Burning Man?
Climate roadblock. What's going on
These
with
climate
climate?
activists were like roadblocking
So
the
people can't
road to
go to
Burning
Burning Man?
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought Burning Man well, that became it became an industry now. Like it used to
Yeah.
just be we're like this is a niche thing that only certain people know. We're out here in the desert. And now it's like corporate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's corporate, but it's definitely like a scene now, right?
Yeah. Corporate people go there because they want to be
Do they?
in the scene. I'm sure they do. The Zucks and stuff.
The Zucks. All right. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah. All right. So I at first only saw the end result, but if you haven't heard about it, last night previously I only saw what happened at the end, but I didn't see the lead up. And seeing the lead, I was like, oh man, the end was so much more satisfying. So
Seeing the
let me
whole
share
context.
just the lead up.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing the whole context out. Fuck yeah, you got fuck yeah.
Wait, you're rooting for the people that's blocking?
No, I'm rooting for what happened to them.
Oh, these fucks! Get out of here!
Great artwork.
Everyone's here to just like, hey, we're all together, and
We just look at shit and throw it off the fucking road, start driving through, and I don't fucking give a fuck. Yeah, I'm part of the fucking press. Come on. What's the point? Burning over better. You do better with what? Everything. No, I know that, but what the fuck are you doing? There's a traffic jam 10 miles down there. You guys are out of your fucking mind. People going out of gas, water. Yeah, you're telling us. So you know nothing. You know nothing. Like, cool, you're making a fucking stand. We're all trying to go fucking burn. This has been hours and
Trying to
hours
burn.
of bullshit to get to this fucking point.
Trying to get to the Burning Man,
You should
man.
fucking know better than this. What are you fucking doing here? You should fucking know better than this. Ass clowns.
everyone's like all trying to have a good time. And these
Yeah.
fucks.
They like chained themselves to this trailer and they're blocking the road.
Go around.
Can you help me lift this up and then we're gonna put it to the side? Thank you. Please, this is a photo. No, you're on public property.
That guy's like,
No, we gotta get through. I'm sorry. Help us. You gotta get to Sorry. We gotta fucking move this fucking mess.
oh.
I
don't give a fuck you're chained up.
You're going to hurt someone. I don't care. Look, there's traffic coming. With medical
We're
problems.
just fucking apes watching other apes.
Right?
Interact. Entertaining us apes paying attention to other apes. Oh, you see that? We could like be into space travel and figure out shit. We're watching people get in a.
But this is so much more interesting.
Together.
This is so much more interesting,
No, the
bro.
cops are coming. They're right over there. Oh, we're not burning?
And they're so just like, oh yeah. They like chain themselves to it, and then they're getting pissed off when people are trying to move it.
Trying to burn, dude.
Oh my god. You want to mess with the big dude. Wait, is he chained? No.
No, but he's with them.
He is the big guy?
The tank top guy.
Yeah, he must really love her.
With them.
You have a lot of people you're fucking up on the road. And you guys are doing
You're putting my life at risk.
This is how we're trying to wake up the community. Told me, but like, you're fucking up the highway.
So,
No. You don't seem like
what's wrong with the climate out here in the desert? Like you're trying to protest.
Well, I mean, obviously they did this purposefully
Because they
to
knew a
mess
lot of
with
people were
Burning
coming.
Man. Well, yeah, they knew that, the whole thing with Burning Man is people come in and they create their own society in the middle of nowhere. So they're trying to, raise awareness to the Burning Man people. But like what they're doing is just antagonizing the Burning Man people. So it's, if anything,
Yeah,
they're, like,
imagine being in
turning-
a traffic jam. And you're like, fuck, man, what the hell's going on?
I
And all
mean,
these
look at that
people
line
start
of cars.
walking. Yeah. And then you're back there because you don't want to get involved. Like, hey, what's going on? Because I'm not going to be in that crowd. Like, I'm not going to deal with these fuckers.
Right?
If I don't have to.
I mean, luckily people are going around.
What are you guys Why are you attacking people who are doing that? What's the argument? We're not the ones causing the problem. Attack the big corporations. Attack the government. Don't attack us. We're all the same boat here, guys. This is the most liberal group of people you can find on the planet.
This is the most liberal group. Don't you know?
Look,
liberal policies. Biden is drilling more oil than any precedent since Bush. Like, come on.
All right, Rachel Wagner.
So liberalism is not the answer either. We need to change the system. We need burners to rise up. You're intelligent. You're a conscious human being. You're awake.
Shut up.
We have to
Get that beer belly out of here. All that Bud Light.
I know, right? Cover that thing up.
for demanding Burning Man. 3 principles. Value honesty. Advocate for change. If we can make a full
Look,
city of 100,000 people in the
honestly,
desert with
you're
zero
irritating the
resources on
shit
the
out
dry
of me.
lake bed, we can actually change some policies.
Miguel's like, eating your popcorn while you watch.
Good, dude.
The government doesn't care about that. I'm on your team, my brother.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. What's going on?
He's going around. He's like, fuck you. I got places to be. Look, and then after that, this guy goes and fucking sits in the road. in the little trail.
This guy's a fucktard. You. Not Momoa Jason. What?
You're anti-climate change. I think you're in the wrong place. Go to New York. Go to a better place.
Why do you even grab the paper, you fuck?
I would have fucking crumpled it and threw it in his face.
So what's this aftermath that you're talking about?
All right. You want to just jump to the good stuff?
Oh, unless you want to see
No.
more drama. You want to see more drama.
No, I think you got the gist of the drama, right? You got the gist.
You got a gist. Does anyone get punched? Does anyone?
You'll see, bro.
You should stop the traffic.
You'll see.
Oh my god, beer belly. Oh, the police. Took them long enough. Took 10 miles to get over here or some shit.
This man, get off the highway. This is a state route. Everybody will be arrested. If not, 30 seconds. Send your leader to my vehicle. Let's talk. Get off the fucking road.
I'm just gonna yell at you with my fucking speaker. Tommy? What the fuck? Did he just run it over?
Yeah.
Wait, the cop guy just rammed it? Can he do that with that government vehicle? Whatever that
Hold
vehicle
on. There was another clip that had a better angle, so I'm gonna switch to that clip and then switch back to this one
like,
after.
What the fuck? It's like, they'll understand why I did this. I gotta clear this traffic. Look how much traffic there is. You can see it all the way there. Is anyone in there? Oh, the lady.
Yeah, they were fucking
Oh!
chained to it.
Yeah.
Is that guy gonna get sued? Wasn't she? Oh, he didn't know it was chained.
Get out now! Get out! On the ground! Oh, get on the ground! Now!
Oh shit!
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I'm done with this shit. Neon belly, what I learned in Gracie
Neon
Academy.
belly.
Give me your arm, Kimura. This is what we learn at the Gracie Academy. Day 1. I forgot when you arrest people, you're gonna get screamy. No!
Right, so that was a
Someone
better
get
angle,
this
'cause we
ham
didn't
sandwich out of my courtroom.
we
You
didn't
remember
really
that one?
see.
Someone
ham
get this ham
sandwich.
sandwich out of here.
I guess ham sandwich.
Show you that screamy person.
So I guess it wasn't this one. It was another car that we didn't see when the camera turned. That just came up and was like, "I ain't waiting."
Why would you do that? This is not how they've thought this was gonna go down. These climate people.
Yeah.
You see this taser gun? I'm sure he wouldn't use a real gun, right? You
I
wouldn't
don't
go
know.
straight for that. Nice wrist control.
We're environmental protesters.
That guy looks dead. Dead Jason Momoa over there. Stop resisting. The more I yell, it's not gonna make things better. They're just standing here. What the fuck? Can you remind that?
And then he's not part.
Sorry. We're just standing here.
What you get, bitch? Like
that's a big officer.
Chained to each other.
Oh. I can outrun him.
These climate protesters. Yeah, I don't think they thought they were gonna get rammed by a police truck.
I'm gonna run for it. Come back here. You have nowhere to go in the fucking desert.
Hard hat guy.
Oh my god, they ran out of they got zip ties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're zip tying them.
You know your rights? Good. But I have to say it to you because you get out of court if I didn't read your rights.
I think it's hard hat.
Professor.
Yeah, what
All
is
right,
that?
Bill Nye, get out of here. Are you looking for some goodies?
I know.
Just get everything across. Get it on the side, man, so the cars can go. Shit.
Look at all those fucking cars. You know the
And you know
stupid thing is
gonna,
like
they're all gonna slow down to see what's going
they
on.
cause a line of traffic of like a bunch of cars just on with their exhaust ducts all
Yeah,
going.
you're
at the same
causing
time.
climate damage, you fucks. How many gas had to be used? All these ambulances and everything.
Yeah.
Police cars. Wasting everyone's time. For what?
That was satisfying.
Climate. It's getting hot in here from all the bullshit.
Jason Momoa wannabe.
You just got Momoa'd, bitch. Oh, he got out. What the hell?
No, I think they just switched it to the front.
Oh, it's like, you trust me, huh, sir? So you saw this part, and you're like, oh.
Well, I saw the ramming from the ramming part.
Oh, from
that
ramming.
other video that I cut to was all I saw originally. And I was like, whoa. And then I saw the rest of it, and I was like, yeah, these assholes deserved it.
Wow. Look how look at all these people that are really good at obeying the laws out here.
Well, yeah,
in the
like
middle of the road.
well, imagine
I'd be like,
you,
fuck this shit. I'm gonna go around.
but if you're in a traffic jam, like the people all the way back don't know what the fuck is going on,
That's true.
right? You
There's,
don't
a
know
little,
the
there's some opportunity to just go
off road.
fuck this
All
shit.
these people that was trying to go to Burning Man.
You wasted had to be an hour.
You get the gist. You get the gist.
Right?
Right? At least.
In the hot sun.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I gotta tinkle, and I'm gonna get some coffee,
right.
and then we'll resume
Sounds
this
good.
bad boy.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. All right, my buddy.
All right.
What else you got that you want to talk about?
Well, that's all I got. That was it.
That's all you got? Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have a list, but it's like a month old. I mean, a month.
Mhm.
It's just like, it's a lot of things have gone, and
Yeah. That's why I
what do
kind of
talk
like.
about?
I wanted to like keep it to a select few, because I'm like, some stuff it's kind of like better in the moment.
Yeah. like in the moment, I wanted to talk about Amber and Heard because it was like, oh, it just came out, and I never.
What happened with her?
No, the Depp and Heard Netflix.
Oh, it was a
Thing.
Netflix thing. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't even
it was.
know.
It's pretty good because I've never, I wasn't keeping up with it while it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I would just hear what you would say in the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast and
Poop in the bed.
the Instagram, all the Instagram memes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
it
what
did
was
a
it,
good
like a
job.
documentary or something?
Yeah, during the whole trial, and basically in a trial, you hear one person's perspective the whole time, and then you hear the other person's perspective. But they did
Mhm.
it simultaneously, like their stories,
Okay. Yeah.
and you can kind of like who do you believe? And there's a lot of like,
Mm.
it's kind of depth friendly.
Oh yeah.
But they also showed like, oh, why did they have to do it at this courthouse? And because they could do it live, and was this a part of the publicity just to make Depp look better and things like that?
Yeah.
Like could
Well,
you
yeah,
could
I
have done
mean,
everything privately and whatnot.
they took him out of like Fantastic Beasts, right? Because of all the controversy.
Oh, is that why he wasn't in there anymore?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah. But it also in the end it kind of showed like, hey, like it's not all rains, sunshines and rainbows. Like Depp wasn't like, they showed a lot of like him being drunk and stuff. Like he wasn't a
Yeah.
saint. Like,
Oh yeah.
but they showed like the footage of him being mad and drunk and stuff. But it's like her recording, and it's like
On her on like her
Yeah.
phone or something.
Yeah.
So
But
is
they
it like she
purposely cut out
selectively?
like a part of the video that like she smiled in the end before
Mm.
she ended the thing. They
Yeah,
took that
yeah.
out, but yeah.
How did you know it was there though?
Well, they showed it in the court, like as evidence
Oh.
to show
Well,
like, oh, he could be like, what
so in
kind
the
of man
documentary they didn't show that part. Or
that
when did
they
did
showed it in the
she smile?
documentary.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I think they mentioned it um that they edited the video or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
But yeah, it's like you could tell that they were both acting. Like
Well, they're both actors.
they're actors, so it's kind of like, this is just, we're apes paying attention to apes again.
Mhm.
Because there's nothing
Right.
else. Ooh, ape stories,
Ape drama.
So yeah, it's a pretty good doc. Recommend checking it out if you have the time.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. I watched the Mario movie.
Oh, how was that?
I really enjoyed it. As
Yeah?
someone who grew
How
up with Mario, like
did you rent it or something?
I rented it. It was like one of those days where we were off and like, hey, want to watch a movie? And I had Amazon credits for not shipping my things right away. That
Yeah,
reward
yeah.
thing. So I got to watch it
Nice.
for free, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like I was in a good mood that day or something, but like the movie, like I was really surprised. Like I was like ready to like, what tropes are they gonna do? Hollywood tropes and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, I didn't sense much of it. Maybe a strong peach here or there who can do
Yeah, but that's
no
like
wrong, but
that's like 90s feminism. Like that's like feminism I feel like we grew up with.
that's like using your hands like a baby's toy type of feminism.
Yeah.
It isn't like
Yeah.
what's going on these days with gender. Like, who are you?
Oh man.
kind of
my
thing.
god.
Oh, what's going on?
Neil deGrasse. Now that you said that, I'll show you a video of Neil deGrasse Tyson on
What,
Piers
the XY
Morgan.
you showed? Oh wait,
No,
another
no,
one?
different one. Yeah, he's just
More
Well,
politics?
I'll show you later. You let me know when you want to watch it. But yeah.
But yeah, so
Uh,
just be a strong female thing is very like old school feminism, which in your eyes
Yeah.
you're saying like, oh, it's not like we're trying to figure out gender.
I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about strong females, man. I don't got a
Yeah.
problem with strong females.
No, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that is the female strong boss type of thing. That
Mhm.
a trope that's
Girl
been
boss.
going on.
Girl boss.
So there's a little girl boss, but it was subtle and wasn't in
Right.
my face about it.
She's not alone.
No, none of that. Just Mario had to do this obstacle course, and when Peach did it, she's like, and she's like,
Yeah, okay,
But-
yeah, that's kind of like
you know,
that doesn't fit the character, so it's kind of that is kind of an annoying thing that Hollywood has done, like kind of with Rey from Star Wars, or like Captain Marvel, or I guess She-Hulk. I never watched She-Hulk, but that they are like automatically just good at something.
good at
without
something.
any
They
reason.
didn't have to struggle. They can pick things up faster than the older counterparts like Luke and
Yeah,
whatever. Like, oh,
yeah.
I already know how to do this because I'm amazing already. I didn't
Why?
have to
I don't know
struggle.
why. What's the
Yeah.
reasoning why? I have no idea. There's no reasoning, so it doesn't really. All right, I get that. Yeah, that's kind of like because then it sets up this like false sense of um competence, and then so when a girl sees those images and they struggle with something, then I feel like they end up feeling inadequate
Yeah,
because they're not automatically good at something,
yeah.
which nobody's automatically
So
good at something.
there was a subtleness to that in this one, but in the end, it still feels like, hey, Peach still needs help
Mario.
from Mario. Like that's still
Okay.
a thing that happens, which is good, right? It's not. I
Yeah.
don't need saving Snow White shit, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this isn't 1830s or 19 whatever. We've been talking about her during our fucking podcast.
Well,
There's so much
now that you
spicy
mentioned
shit.
now that you mentioned her, like we watched Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and she was in it, and Steph and I were both like, ugh,
This bitch.
we don't like her. She ruined herself for us.
Like you can't watch it without.
Yeah, she ruined it. Anyway,
That's what I'm talking about. Like when the actors break your escapism because you're aware of.
Yeah, she broke the
So-
escapism.
So talking about
Just look at
breaking
her
the
and like,
escapism, the voices were pretty good. You know, at first I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, you didn't hire the real Mario guy."
You got
And-
Chris Pratt and stuff.
Yeah. But the voices sounded really good. The only part is the escapism happens where you find out who does the voice, and you can't unhear that voice
Like,
from them.
Isn't
So
who's
Jack-
Charlie Day in it?
Luigi, he does a good job. I didn't pay attention to him.
Oh, but Jack
The
Black
ones
as
I had
Bowser.
problem with is Jack Black as Bowser and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Oh, great.
Okay, so it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. Like I was so escapism, but two
The
times
voices.
there's a piano scene of Bowser singing, and he's like,
And it's
"Ah,
Jack Black.
peaches, peaches, peaches," and like he's singing like Jack Black. So I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god! Like I got
Yeah.
out of the character for a second and thought
I
about
just
Jack
saw
Black.
Jack Black. Yeah.
And then there was a scene where Mario got kind of small, and then Donkey Kong's looking at him, and then he goes, I'm like, oh my god. Did you have to
Seth
add the
Rogen.
Seth Rogen laugh to
Yeah.
Donkey Kong?
Hey, they
And break
paid big
my
money,
illusion?
for those guys.
Yeah, they did. But
But I know what you mean. It's not like when the days of when voice actors were just no names that you didn't know, and now it's they all got an all-star cast of celebrities.
but it's not like Tom Hanks or Tim Allen had like, if Tim Allen went "Arr, arr, arr," like in Buzz, then I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, Tim Allen?" You know. But
Pandering to Home Improvement.
Tom Hanks doesn't have a line that he says
Yeah, he
in
doesn't.
would like that makes me think, "Oh, it's fucking Tom Hanks." You know?
Mama said, "Box life is like a box of chocolates." Or
Yeah.
or what if he did the
Jenny. So that was my only time I broke out of escapism, when the actors decided, or it could have been the director, like, "Hey, let's do a
they
nod."
did their signature thing. Yeah.
But story was good. There's so much like callbacks to all the video games if you played like the old school ones that you pick up
Yeah, yeah.
on. And yeah, if you were an old school gamer, you'd love this game. If you were a kid, it's bright and sparkly, you'd love it too.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's a good movie. Recommend it. The only time was, like I said, the just the voice actors getting a little bit too voicey.
Getting out of hand.
Yeah. And I was just like, wow,
Yeah,
that was a good
looked
movie.
good.
Like, it made me like, because watching like Critical Drinker and Neurotic, like I've grown accustomed to like bracing for the shit show every time I
Alright,
watch
what do you
something
got?
now.
What do you got for me, movie?
Haunted Mansion, like, and then certain Barbie, oh, here we go. But this one, I was like, oh, then I heard the laugh. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay. But yeah, it was a good movie though.
Yeah, I mean,
loved
it looked good from what I saw. The advertising for it, it looked good.
Illumination, the people who did Minions.
Mhm.
If they do a second one, I guarantee you will probably make a lot of money again.
I can see that. Yeah, yeah. I feel like they're on the come up. Illumination.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I like Despicable Me. I started getting irritated seeing Minions because they're for kids, right? Oh, we're farting bananas. But
Well, I
that's not
meant,
our
like-
scene. But
yeah, more like they did the Grinch. What else have they done?
oh yeah,
They're
they're doing
I guess
they're doing some good stuff.
now Mario. So they're kind of like gaining some steam. It seems like, as far as like building their studios reputation.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Check it out when you have a chance.
Okay.
All right. So I've been playing a racing game. I got it on sale for like $30. I felt like I haven't played something racy in a bit, Get behind a
Okay.
wheel and do a course or something. So
Alright.
there's a game called Forza Horizon, and it was like $30. I was like, oh, I'll give this a shot. And I'm booting it up and I'm about to play. Mind you, it's a racing game, right? Like you're rarely gonna be looking at a character because you're inside of a car, right?
Yeah.
But they decide, create a character. Okay. I'm making a character. It's like generic looking motherfuckers that don't look like me at all. It's like, okay, I'll choose a hair that looks like me in somewhat way. All right. Get a beard, It's like, okay. Choose what kind of arm you want. Like, what? You can choose prosthetic arms. Like, choose your prosthetic arm and your leg, because we're including people that might not have arms and legs for diversity and inclusion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. It's like, I'll make sure I have like two arms that are
Able-bodied arms.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And then it's like, oh, do you want to add a hearing aid? Like, what the fuck? A hearing aid for a racing game? That I'm not even gonna see my character in the car? Why are you customizing a hearing aid for people that that can't hear? Because you gotta add inclusion. Everyone needs to be. And to top it off, they ask you if you're a he, she, or they, them.
I was waiting for that.
So that's great.
How long have you How long have you been playing the game so far?
An hour here or there. So
Have you seen your character since you've made him?
No, I'm barely. I mean, in the cutscenes, they're going, "Hey," but like, okay,
like
they're doing
after
that
the
with my
race.
bionical
Okay,
arms
okay.
and my hearing
Wait,
aid.
you
but
did have bionicle arms and a hearing aid?
why not? It's just like, what the fuck? But then most of the time you're just driving. So
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
why did
But
they need
for
to
those
add
cutscenes,
that?
for the cutscenes,
You could have just been like a faceless driver or something like, hey, you
yeah,
want to ride?
like Midnight Club, right? You don't get pixel
Yeah.
character in Midnight Club. You're just a dude.
Right behind you, right behind. Do you remember that line, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Because you said it a bunch of times.
Right behind you.
And I think I picked it up and started saying it
Watch.
here and there.
I've been wanting to get the game Midnight Club 3, I think, right? Just so I can play it, so I can hear
The one that was on PS3?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so I
had
can
it.
hear it.
I have it. Or I had it.
Oh, really?
I had it on PS3.
Just so I can
think.
hear if I exaggerated it or haven't
Yeah.
been saying it right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's where the big bucks comes in. I got it all wrong.
Right behind you.
Man. Hearing aid, arms. Dude, it's like, what the
So-
fuck? It's a racing
so-
game.
All right, but what about the wheelchair? Did they have a wheelchair option?
Dude, if they did, they'd have to. How would the. How'd you get in the car? I guess they don't show you that part.
Yeah, somebody picks them up and puts them in the car. Oh man. Hey, man, it's the modern world.
Oh man. Oh,
I feel like that's not as controversial as that Harry Potter one you're telling me.
oh. What was I telling about Harry Potter?
The Wizarding World one, that video game where you had to create character,
Yeah.
and it was like boys can have dresses or whatever.
Yeah. And they could be called witches instead of wizards.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. And
Yeah.
one of the characters looked like a girl and had a really low voice. I'm like, oh my god, like you're really making it apparent here, aren't you? Anyways, let's check out the
part
ham
that-
sandwich I was telling you about. What part you were saying?
Where the fact that J.K. Rowling is, not into trans.
I know.
She's turf.
I'm just so sad. Help me! Hit the gavel! Hit me! Order!
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
Someone get this ham sandwich out of my court.
It seems familiar, but it's just shocking.
He's beating me with the gavel. Someone help me. Beating me with the gavel.
How the fuck?
I don't know, dude.
Nice.
So I've been watching some Jackie Chan movies. Like they've been showing up on my Amazon. But I was trying out like remember that free shit you were telling me about? Like watching it free somewhere? Like streaming free.
Oh,
and
like
you had a portable-
2B, but they
Yeah,
had
I
ads
tried
and
the
some
2B
shit.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That was like
It's horrible, right? It's like
well,
back to the days of cable.
first of all, it's playing, and then when it plays an ad, it
Mhm.
decides not to play it, and it's just a black screen. Like,
Oh
what
jeez.
the fuck is going on? So I'm just waiting like 5 minutes. Like, why is this ad taking forever to load? You know. So, but what I learned was I kept hitting play and pause, and then the
Oh.
ad thing kept going. I was like, oh, I'm finding a workaround. So I did that a couple times. So then it would start skipping the ad.
Oh.
But then it starts playing ads again. God, this bitch. It's like, nah, not today. But yeah, it's what is that called? It's a horrible service.
Well, yeah, and the fact that like now the other streaming services are like pushing ad versions like Disney Plus and Hulu, and I think Paramount Plus and Peacock, they're all gonna have like ad versions of their streaming services. So it's like, what the fuck? We're just back to the way it was with cable.
Yeah. Do you think we'll be sick of that, and then someone will make something else that's free, and like, yeah, we want the free again. You know?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. It's just crazy that now ads have entered streaming. I guess you know how like people maybe have a streaming service just to watch a show, binge a show, and then get rid of it. So I guess now all these companies feel like they're not making enough money and want to get ad revenue. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
I'd rather pay for the ad-free versions.
yeah, I'm tired of ads. I get enough of it
Sucks.
from YouTube.
Right? And at least YouTube, most of the time you can skip.
Yeah. I found a loophole if you like listening to things.
Mhm.
Play the video if you don't want to look at it. Play the video and change tabs. And
Mhm.
while it's playing, like music or whatever, it won't play ads if you're on a different tab.
Huh.
That's what I found. So
On your
play some, yeah.
phone, on your phone browser?
Sorry, this is for if
Oh,
you
on the
listen to it
computer.
on the computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're listening on a computer, like, you know, go to a different tab while it's playing. You won't get any ads when you're listening to something.
Interesting.
Hope they don't find out about it and then they
Yeah,
get rid
right.
of it. You know how it is. But anyways, while I was watching Jackie Chan, I was like, man, because I watched like Shanghai Noon and stuff, like, oh man, I used to watch Shanghai Noon all the time. For some
Mhm.
reason, like, I remember watching the bonus features and shit so much because I had the DVD.
Yeah.
Shanghai Nights, that's kind of boring.
Not
That
as
one.
good.
That was
Yeah.
good. But it made me wonder, like, oh, how come I've never seen like Arnold and Jackie Chan do a movie? But then I had found out they did do a movie.
They
And
did?
it came out on 2020, and my goodness, does it
Oh,
look?
a new movie.
This looks bad. This looks
Yeah. You got a
so
trailer?
bad. I do. It is called The Iron Mask. And it is bad. Bad to the bone. It is a silly fucking looking movie. Very dramatic sounding too.
Is held prisoner in Tower Grey prison.
In 500 years,
The girl.
no one has ever escaped.
So bad.
Top is free. Who is next?
His
Waiting
mustache.
for this for a long time. You look better this way.
They look like old men, just in costumes. I don't even believe any of this shit.
I'm going east. Come with me.
My village has changed. Something is very wrong. She's an evil bitch.
She's an evil bitch?
What in God's name is happening?
My people
What
are
is
suffering.
Big Trouble in Little China or something?
I don't know. What is this?
Remove my father's seal.
Yeah, Arnold's not even doing the action.
Give this to Tanan. I swear to find her.
Give this to who?
It's Paris, Jack.
Well, Sin City.
Great fighter. You are very strong here. Can you help us? Frankly, quite impressive.
Kill him.
Thank you.
Seal the dragon. I will rule the world.
Where's the dragon?
I'm the dragon. What's Mortal Kombat over here? Jason Flame, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan.
Oh my god.
The Iron Mask.
That's
Who the hell is in that mask? And I don't give a shit.
that whoever that guy was the first billing.
Jason
Okay.
Morgan. Yeah.
Whoever the
it's
fuck that is.
2020. Oh my goodness.
So so it's already out.
Yeah, it's been out.
And we've never heard of it.
No, because yeah, no one wanted to talk about it.
It's been out for like 3 years and we had no idea.
I know, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's funny though, like these people used to be the prime people we used to look up to, but the longer you do something, you become the villain, and then we want to make fun of you. Just like Neil. Why don't you show us what Neil is talking about,
Neil.
man?
I almost forgot about Neil.
Neil.
Fucking Neil. Son of a bitch.
I bet they didn't even fight together. Arnold, I don't know if he can move the way he does anymore.
I didn't even know he. Yeah, I don't know if he could move.
I know Jackie Chan can move. He's still got it.
Yeah.
I don't think he can do crazy stunts, but he can do that that plank thing where he's on the ground and he looks like he's about to turn into a dragon. Guarantee he's gonna be the dragon. Or it's a guy with the mask taken off turned into a dragon. I guess that would make sense, right?
We'll have to watch and see.
What a weird premise. Arnold doesn't even look like he belonged in that era. Something about his mustache. I don't know. This is so corny.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, who had muscle mass like Arnold back in those days? Nobody.
Yeah. All right. This
All right,
is
Neil.
the clip of Neil talking to.
Tyson, brilliant new book starring Messenger.
Great.
Cosmic Perspective Civilization is a much needed clarion call for a belief in science and facts, that old trick to try and get through the world's complexities. Neil, let's talk about gender. Gender is probably the most divisive theme in the world right now. It's almost like you can't even talk about it without being losing their
Can you pause it real
minds.
quick?
And I guess at the center of it,
Do you think that they're actually looking at each other, or are they just hearing like dialogue? Because sometimes I've noticed that sometimes it sounds like they're just having a voice talk rather than actually looking at each other.
I think
Do you think
they just hear each other. I think maybe they just hear each other.
Okay, just getting
Right?
context.
I think.
It just doesn't seem very personal.
it's
That's all.
this core belief, which many put forward, that there is a biological science towards sex and there is gender. And that is an identity issue which is separate to sex and biology. What is your view of this, and why has it got so toxic?
Here we
What is the
go.
way through this debate?
Yeah, so I think I have some insights there brought to you by how we end up classifying things in the universe. In the universe,
In the
very few
universe.
things are
Bring up the
distinct
universe
in
again.
what they are. There's in almost all cases a continuum between one kind of object and another. Now, it's hard to have conversations about continua, so you divide it up into as many categories as is sensible, and then you then you have a way to discuss what's going on in the universe with others. So here we have human beings, where let's go back to the bio part of this, where you have the chromosomes, X, Y, there's intersex, where.
So this is before he said the XXXY thing, just for context.
Wait. Oh, this is before he did that video?
Yeah, this is before. So this is older.
Interesting.
One of the chromosomes is doubled up. No one is arguing that. Give the biologists, and you can call that what sex is it, male sex or female sex? I don't have a problem with that. What I do know is that in the real world, in a free country where, because I remembered some document that said the pursuit of happiness, it seems to me freedom, which is so heavily championed in the West, is accompanied by a pursuit of happiness. Okay. That's foundational to what I'm about to say. So we all know growing up that in the classroom, every year, there were girls who were a little more tomboyish. In fact, tomboy, who came up with that word? They're really tom girls, right? A tom cat is a boy cat. A tom girl would be a sort of a boy girl, right? I don't know where tomboy came from, but there were tom girls. They didn't wear skirts. They wanted to play in the mud with the boys. We know they existed. There were boys that were slightly effeminate relative to the others. We know they existed. And so, but we had words for them. They were ridiculed, whatever. We live in a time now where people are emboldened to say, you know, today I feel part female and part male. All right. So today, in fact, I will be neutral to you. I will be androgynous. But you know something? If you're trained in this, you got to be A or B. You got to be a boy. You got to be a girl. You know what you're doing? You're taking your inability of your human mind. By the way, this is true for all human minds, because we got to categorize. We always have to categorize.
I love how he's using science for
Easier to
this.
think about it, but
Like
in the end, it's just lazy.
he goes into
right?
science
So you
mode
say, boy or
after.
girl? Are you a boy or a girl? And then someone is androgynous, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. But it's because you feel uncomfortable. Does that give you the right to come back to a person who's expressing their freedom of self?
It doesn't, but I think what I would say, what I would say to this, here's where it gets more complicated. Take the issue of transgender athletes in women's sport, for example.
Okay, no, I got two.
I got to interrupt. Stop interrupting.
I just want to set the table.
You love talking,
Setting
you
the
fuck.
table
I learned that from Joe
where
Rogan's episode.
If we allow gender to appear on a spectrum, gender expression,
Did someone pay? Like, what's up going on? Like,
right? Like he's very married to these ideas,
where people have
and
the
he's
freedom to do so.
like
then
very
for you to
adamant
put
on
your
it.
limited capacity.
you need
to
a
think on
science person to
spectrum
push these things
in
to
a
make it
law
more
that inhibits the freedom
verified.
of others. That's not a free country. Okay, so now take it to the next step. Where do you want to take that?
Well, what I want to take it to is I don't disagree with that. I think in a free country, you should be allowed to identify whatever the hell you want to identify as. It's fine. I've got no problem with that.
Okay, so now where are you taking it?
So what I'm taking it specifically to say the issue of transgender athletes in women's
Dude, he's
sport,
so close
which I
mind
think
already.
has, in an attempt to provide
Neil?
fairness and equality
Yeah.
for trans athletes.
He has a
sport. It doesn't apply the other way in men's
he has
sport.
status.
It's
He
right.
believes in
Inequality
his own
and
words
unfairness,
already.
where you have trans women,
A lot of yes
born
people
with
around him.
superior, powerful male biological bodies who are beginning to beat women with comfortable ease in many sports, and yet they were very unsuccessful comparatively when they competed against other biological
So what are you gonna
males
say,
as
Neil?
they were before.
Right?
They
What are
transitioned.
you
So
gonna say?
my question, I guess, there is, isn't that a clear case?
We
where
saw the fucking
science
videos
has to be the determining factor
of the
because
sprinters
if
and
you
shit.
remove that from this equation,
And
then you end
again,
up with
you have no
gender
problem with the way
neutral
you
Olympics,
identify.
and women don't ever win
Yeah.
an Olympic medal again.
But you're making it saying it's scientific, and I don't like
There's
it.
certain events that the men like the uneven bars. You won't find men on the uneven bars. It doesn't work with
All
male
right, they might win a
physiology
few.
on that one. Okay.
But my point
But-
being, there
so-
are
You're
reasons
saying
why we
other-
divide the sexes in sport. Is my point. And the moment you start
got you.
allowing
I-
gender
Hmm?
identity,
No, just he's talking about this bar thing. Like, oh, that's what you.
Yeah,
got?
I guess certain events that women do that men don't do. So
That's
cherry
your.
picking.
So that's your.
To overcome
got you.
Cherry
biology.
picking.
I see there's a problem.
The other way.
Okay, so all that means is we are on a frontier that has not been previously breached, which is what do you do in a sport where now there's an inherent advantage or disadvantage based on the rules that existed for that sport, whereas
So now
previously those advantages or
adapt to it?
disadvantages didn't exist. So this is not complicated. In high school, in college, and a little bit of graduate school, I wrestled. Okay, I was captain of my high school wrestling team and undefeated. I weighed in high school 190 pounds. Do I wrestle the 125 pounder? No, that would be unfair.
No, but you also don't wrestle the 190-pound female.
It's unfair, but yet, what is your logic, Neil?
I'm 65 pounds heavier, twice as strong, and maybe
So weight is
even
okay,
faster.
but not
So they
the
set up a
gender.
rule. I only wrestle people my weight.
I only
Wrestling
wrestle
has
people my
10
gender.
weight categories to make it an interesting.
If you were a girl,
contest.
you'd win everyone. You fuck.
So let me just make this up now, just as a starter point.
I like this
Transgenderism usually involves hormone readjustments. Okay, testosterone.
So hard to listen
estrogen,
to, dude.
and
like
Because
Dave
he's, like you
Snyder
said,
from-
he's trying to
where
like
you're not contesting
link it
men
to
against
science
women.
and
You're
how
contesting
science
people in
can
certain
make it
brackets
work.
of hormones. And why not?
So what we
Can
learned
people
about X and
separate
Y.
I don't
wrestlers
want
into
to. I hesitate to lecture you about this, Professor Neil deGrasse Tyson. I really do. I tell you why
Professor.
not, because what they've already tried to do this. They've already tried to reduce hormone
Just
levels.
rolled his
What
eyes.
it doesn't do, that process, is reduce body mass, or
I'm
which
getting
comes
there.
from
That's
which
the
comes
next
from the
level.
male
Yes, very
biology.
That's the next
Right.
level.
If you went through puberty as a male,
Yes.
and then transitioned afterwards, right? Then you'll have a bigger, strong, typically bigger.
You're saying
And
do
that's
it
why I just
before
think
you.
it's unfair. Look, I don't have a transphobic bone in my
Let's
body.
get there. I'm getting there.
Fairness,
I'm working
I
my.
want fairness
I'm
and
working my.
equality for trans athletes, but there's a big but here, I think.
I'm working my way up to that. So possibility, like I said, I'm just making this up on the fly, is you have hormone categories. If that does not solve the problem, or to the extent that it doesn't, then you put in other rules that separate who's competing with whom. Like I said, we do this all the time.
Right.
All right. And by the way, are you going to go to Michael Phelps and say, you're genetically taller and we have a floppier, I don't know if all of this is true, but some of it is true. You have floppier ankles and webbed fingers. And so we're not going to compete you in this race because you'll have an advantage that other people don't. No, we don't do that, do we? In fact, when you really analyze it, practically every gold medal, record-setting Olympic athlete has some genetic thing going on in them that other people
They
don't
do,
have.
but my response.
Get out of here, Neil.
I think Serena Williams has been on record as saying. he would
The more
lose
you
to
talk,
one
the more I
male
don't give a shit.
tennis players.
Yeah,
So my
that's
point being,
probably
you
correct.
could be number
Have you seen
999
enough?
It started. Yeah, I did.
best in the world
So it
as a
started off with
player.
we know
become-
that X and Y chromosomes can shift and alter. So when I feel like being a girl today, hey, that's fine. But what does that have to do with anything about competing or anything? Then you have nothing to say there. And you're
Well,
bringing
yeah.
up,
Then he's trying to say that
weight
we
and
need
shit.
more like divisions, like
So more
what was he
rules.
saying? More testosterone divisions or muscle mass divisions or I don't know. Divisions is what he's trying to say instead of just the divisions between male and female.
We should just finally agree that hey, however you want to identify, that's cool, but it will prohibit you from entering things in the sex that you were born with to like do competitions if that's what you want to do. Like
Yeah, I mean, because then
we have to agree on.
it's just weird because you're like so concerned about this small percentage of people's rights that you're trampling on like the rights of half the population. And that's what J.K. Rowling is getting at, right? Like
well, that's what's happening in Hollywood right now. You're trying to
Yeah.
please the small demographic, and the money talks. No one gives a shit. So we're not going to see your movies, and you're blaming us for not going to see it. And like, oh, you're sexist. Oh, you're racist. Oh.
Racist, sexist.
If you don't come to this movie, then you're supporting the cause. Is from what the Woman King lady. What's her name? She fucking said that about her movie.
Did she?
Yeah. What's her name?
Angela Bassett?
Viola
Davis.
She's like, if you don't come to this movie,
you are saying
you're supporting that a strong female black lady can't lead a movie or something. So if you don't watch it,
we don't want to watch a movie that's historically inaccurate, that fucking lies about what happened with that kingdom that you're representing.
If you say something about it, then you are wrong. You're racist. Then we'll call you out.
Oh, canceled.
The whole thing with The Witcher and everything, just
yeah. What happened with The Witcher?
So Henry Cavill left the show because he had created differences from the writers, because they're trying to make the show about the strong female leader girls.
No.
So the latest season only had 15 minutes of him.
Really?
Because they wrote him to like basically like die off or whatever.
And I'm surprised that he decided he didn't want to be a part of it anymore.
Basically, you didn't want The Witcher to be about The Witcher, the main guy. You want to be about the supporting cast, which no one gives a shit about them. These strong female
We're here for The Witcher.
Yeah. And they got into fire because they added all this diversity, and it's like it's a folklore from some white part of the country,
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings or some shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So they had all this stuff. So of course fans spoke up like, hey, you're not being accurate to the show, and you're changing you're race swapping, you're gender swapping. But then they go and attack the fans, which is a normal thing, right? You attack the fans. Oh, you're just not blah blah blah. So the fans don't watch it, and you wonder why the show is getting 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's because of the audience.
It's such a strange world, and this is like repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
In all these,
and they want more money for their bad writing. That's why they're on strike. So that's what it is.
Can tell you've been watching a lot of critical nerd-erotic.
I
fucking woke Hollywood.
I demand to get paid every hour for that dress I'm in. That's that Rachel. She's like fucking, yeah.
Dude, we couldn't watch her in Shazam without like every time she was on screen.
Dude, I watched the time we took a break from the pod, like I watched so much of her, like, because we talked about it in our podcast before it became hyped. Like it was in like right before it started.
When it was first, yeah.
It was about
now it's like
the dwarfs.
On fire. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was the first thing I saw about it.
But they were saying because everyone's on strike, no one's like really showing anything new. So people went into the past, and then that's why they found like all those interviews of her talking about this isn't 1830s and weird. The shit she does. Dude, she's so cringe, dude.
It is. There's so many cringe interviews with her. It's bad.
And even the way I feel about
weird.
Weird. Gal Gadot with her. She's not going to be saved by a prince.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I don't even want to watch your movies now. So basically, you're shitting
Wonder
on
Woman, what the fuck?
You're basically shitting on the first animated cartoon that
that was the first
Walt Disney. This is the foundation of Walt Disney, and you're shitting on the first film,
Mhm.
and you're not even like adapting it well. Like, oh, this is a powder keg. This is bound to
It's like,
happen.
burn it down, burn the whole thing to the ground, and
You F around
start
and you
fresh.
find out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some crazy shit, dude. Well, I'm actually glad, like, because even Ahsoka's coming out, and guess what?
Nobody's watching.
Girl boss. 3 girl bosses all together with, like, I'm strong, heroic, no facial reaction.
Mhm.
And of course, like, no one's really watching. But they're fudging the numbers on who's actually watching.
Yeah.
Just saying that, oh, so 14 million are watching.
Are they though?
What's your
Oh,
source?
man.
DisneyNews.com.
Disney Plus told us.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's one thing writers and actors should probably know is like, let's see the data at least, right? I can
Mhm.
see fighting for that. Not necessarily getting paid more. I think you get paid adequate. But let's just say maybe AI rules.
Listen here, motherfucker. There's a way to lose your house.
Yeah. So I can understand, AI come like, hey, let's have some
Yeah, yeah.
etiquette with AI, and just certain things like that I can get down on. Also,
Mhm.
like finding out how well your show's doing on a streaming service, because you have the box office for the numbers, but they don't have the same thing for streaming.
Oh, yeah,
They
for
hide
streaming,
that,
yeah.
so you can't
You don't know.
you can't use it for a contract. Like, hey, our
Mhm.
show did this well.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd
As
like more
like
money, please.
hey, yeah, this show killed it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like the greedy music people taking advantage of the
Yeah.
the artists and stuff,
The
and
artists, yeah.
not
Yeah, I
really
mean, I
telling
get it,
them
but
how
it's just
much they're getting paid from concerts and all the albums they
Mhm.
sold. I
I
bought you a
mean,
nice car and a home. Don't you love it?
I get why like the writers and actors are striking, but they also haven't endeared themselves to the general population, the audience. So
Yeah.
it's nobody
Well,
nobody
especially
cares.
when we see like people like the Rachel girl, and maybe if we see
Mm.
like, I don't know, we see how weird Hollywood is with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Like, just like they
Yeah.
live in a weird, close
Yeah.
world.
Weird.
Weird. She's gonna be totally memed. I bet she
Yeah,
didn't
it's
think
just
that. She had no idea.
and the fact that there's so much content, like I don't think anybody is like worried about the strike. Like, oh, there's not gonna be
They don't
enough
have the
content.
clout.
There's so
They
much
don't have the clout
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, nobody
The younger
cares anymore.
generation cares about YouTube influencers and Instagram stuff. Like
Mhm.
the star is less and less.
Yeah. Mhm.
And also we are starting to notice how bad movies are getting. That's why too.
Yeah,
Like
dude, I watched The Flash.
I watched people talking about it because I didn't want to watch it. It's like
Yeah.
watching the
This
shit show.
I'll say I enjoyed the story. The story was good, but dude, the CG was some of the worst CG I've ever
What, out in the
seen.
desert? The desert, out in the desert
Dude,
stuff.
that wasn't even the worst CG. The worst CG is when he
The
was
baby
like,
microwave ones.
oh yeah, the baby microwaves, and then the time traveling, like branches of timelines. Like it was bad. It was you could tell it was super rushed because like we watched Shazam, the second Shazam, this past day or two ago, and it looked good. There was no complaints on the CG front there, but Flash, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but that was some shitty ass CG.
So I was thinking about how they take these legendary people, right? and
Mhm.
like let's say Indiana Jones or like Luke Skywalker, all these people that were like were meaningful for a certain generation,
Yeah.
and then they basically make them look the Nick Fury, like the sad,
Mhm.
senile
Yeah.
dude
Slumped
that
over.
mad at the world, and then the
Yeah.
younger person can do everything better
Girl,
and
lady.
shit, and is a lady, and it just so happens because me and Janice we got into a Steve Martin binge, and like we watched
Mm.
Father of the Bride 1 and 2. We watched
Yeah.
the Jerk, which I've never watched The Jerk, and I was like,
I don't
holy
think I've ever actually watched that one too.
this movie did not age well. Just certain like racial things. I'm like, oh, like the way they even start off the movie, I was like, this is so racist. But
What year did it come out? Like the 70s? Was it in the 70s?
79, like 78, some kind of like late 70s.
Mm-mm.
And then watched Three Amigos and everything. That's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I feel like watching more. Then, I had to discover who killed Tim Kono and stuff. I was watching a little bit
Hey, you're watching Only Murders.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It
It's a
took
good show,
a couple
right?
episodes for me to get invested.
Yeah, but
But
it's a fun show.
It's fun, lighthearted. Yeah,
Yeah, and you
good
get
show.
you get Steve Martin and Martin Short together.
Yeah, I love those pairs.
With the
Good
Selena Gomez
ragtag
in there.
She's
Yeah.
alright. she's who she is.
Yeah.
The occasional Sting was okay appearance. Makes sense. But I didn't
Mhm.
care for the Amy Schumer. I'm not on season 3
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Just finished season 2.
3, dude.
You like the
Oh,
third
you
one?
finished season 2?
Yeah.
I mean, you got I'm not gonna say anything if you don't know anything about it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was like Amy Schumer project. What? I did not care
Yeah.
for her part
Yeah.
in there. Also,
Yeah.
I probably just don't like her in general. That's just
Yeah.
my take.
Yeah. She's annoying.
They touched on, oh, we want to bring back Brazos, the show. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so
Mhm.
excited to bring. Oh, but you're gonna be in a wheelchair and your
Yeah.
Uncle Brazos and
Oh
there's like a
yeah.
black. I was like, oh my god, they're playing. They're talking about what's happening today, which I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it's like, oh yeah, he's a senile guy. He's in the wheelchair.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they really played it that he was really dementia. And I was thinking about Neurotic and how he's always talking about the dial of dysentery and shit. He's always making fun of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, it's really relevant.
Right? Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Good humor. I mean, Steve Martin and Martin Short. I love them together.
I told you, man. I knew you would.
I never said
you get on the.
I had to be in the moment. Like, I had to want it naturally. But yeah, good recommendation. Yeah,
good, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I only brought it up because I brought it up because of the old men in Hollywood being,
yeah,
old and senile and the world, shit like that.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny that they keep going. Oh, another murder.
Yeah. Second one was pretty good. Second season, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Third
so you like
good
the third
far.
one?
It's good so far, just because it's new. Because it's
not out
still
completely.
going. Yeah, I think what are they like 5 episodes in, maybe?
Oh,
something like that.
I don't know. Should I wait? I don't know if I should
To you,
binge
man.
and.
I don't mind watching week to week. Gives us
You like
something
it?
to watch on Monday
Looking
nights.
forward to something. Oh.
Yeah.
I
It's
can
our
see that.
midnight show. Yeah.
Just like our fans, when we get back into the groove of things,
Yeah.
get ready to see us every week.
Finally.
Until that baby comes.
Oh, baby.
Which is in 4 weeks, hopefully. Anyways, my buddy, I know that we have to get going soon. So why don't you tell the people where to find us?
All right, people. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and listen to us wherever you do for podcasts.
Until next time.
Peace.
Peace. See ya.
Or is it see ya peace? I don't fucking know anymore.
I don't know.
Ta-ta, Chantel.
Ta-ta, motherfuckers. Nice, my friend.
Oh.
All right, my buddy.
All right.
That was fun, man. It's good to talk to you again.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to get back into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Was life good, man? You're gonna be a dad soon?
Yeah.
You feeling it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You feeling the daddyhood?
Yeah, just getting ready, right? I mean, I'll be as ready as I can be. Like I said, I'm glad we took these classes and set things up as much as we can before he comes.
He comes, man. Little Leo.
Yeah, he's coming.
Yep, man.
Yeah.
What was that?
I mean, I think it was a garbage truck.
Oh, I was like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah, I mean, 24 days until the due date, so he could come at any time in the next
shit
4 weeks.
And then I won't hear from you for a while.
Yeah, I'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to let me know how all the daddy stories you're gonna have. You know, I'm gonna be right there along with you pretty soon.
Dude.
Yeah. Speaking of being a dad, Janice is pregnant, buddy.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hey! Congratulations!
Yeah! Thanks,
How
man.
did you guys-
Right behind you! Right behind you! I would have wanted to say that this whole
When
time.
did you guys find out?
That's why I brought it up earlier. I was like, I'm gonna say this to this motherfucker.
When did you guys find out?
So like, she's like 8 weeks now. I guess we found like
So did you guys have your first appointment and shit?
pretty soon. We're actually going to California on Thursday for work. We have like an all hands thing, and we're gonna have like a cruise, a dinner cruise for work, and then yeah, we plan on telling them there just to be like, how come you're not drinking? You know, type of thing.
Dude.
But yeah, dude. Super excited.
Big daddy.
I'm Big Daddy. I'm in the daddy house now.
Nice,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
dude. I'm super excited. Got to hear all your stories now. Tell me everything.
I know.
You gotta learn from you. Right behind you. Right behind you.
This book, I got the audio version of this book. I feel like it helped at least keep me up on like what was going on. Let me grab it.
We are pregnant. Nice.
Yeah, I just downloaded the Audible version and listen. It gives like a once a week breakdown, so I listen to it every week.
Nice.
And it's not that long. It's a couple minutes every week on like what's going on. So yeah.
Yeah, Christian's brother sent me a book too. He has his own book. Hey, let me show you the book I read. So it was like The Expectant Father, and
yeah,
it breaks it down by months what you should expect and shit like that. So yeah, and then YouTube videos like, oh, what to expect as a dad and shit like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And
We'll see,
are you
man.
guys still house hunting? Something's going on?
Yes, we were gonna start that process like when we come back from our trip. That'll be the
Dude.
next step, dude.
It's all happening.
Everything's happening. It's happening all quick. And
Oh.
who knows, man? Like, I don't know what. Like, my dad was a twin. Did I tell you
Mhm.
that?
Oh,
But
your dad? I didn't know your dad he had a twin.
his brother didn't make it during
Oh.
the pregnancy thing. But it runs in my family, twins. I'm just like,
You could have. So you could have twins.
And I guess when you're older, it's possible. There's a higher chance when you're older too.
So did you guys? Was it all natural, or did you guys have some help?
It's natural. They all worked down there.
I was gonna say.
What happened was she did like this HSG thing where to check if her tubes were working. So
Mhm.
they put whatever liquids into the fallopian is it fallopian tubes? Whatever the tubes are
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so, yeah.
I don't know, our theory was like, oh, maybe there was like blockage, but this test like flushed anything that was being blocked out.
And now
Because it happened right after she did that test.
Oh, that's
whatever.
funny. Hey.
That could
Whatever.
be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy that my boys work and her girls work, you know? Yeah.
Oh man! And then you guys are gonna find out the gender in a few months.
I guess so. How long
Yeah.
was Steph? when
For us,
you
it was
did-
at 20 weeks.
20 weeks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And how far from was that from the baby shower?
It
two
was
separate
close.
ones,
It was
right?
it was like a week or two after, a week and a half after we got the results that we had the party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
I was like, oh man, how am I gonna tell Miguel? I was like, maybe I should wait till the very end. So it's like the last
Yeah.
thing.
No,
that
yeah.
Ricky
Like
found
I
out,
didn't
you know?
like right, I didn't talk about it on this podcast until later.
Till the very end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you told me to put it in or you didn't tell. I forgot. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep mine
yeah.
in for the people that
Yeah.
listen all the way. They can.
Oh, you're gonna keep it in. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't talk about it until we had the gender reveal, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think maybe a little earlier. Maybe you did.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can't remember. Dude.
Yeah, man. I'm happy. Just like I don't know, like after hearing the news, it's like got emotional. It's like, oh man, we wanted this whole time and it's here.
Mhm.
Like it's
And
kind of
then
like denial too.
The reality is starting to set in. Like, oh,
Oh man, things are gonna happen
So,
quick.
how about you were saying like you're used to it being all about you, and then it's like that it's got to shift.
Yeah.
Not that you still can't have your things, like
No, but it's gonna be definitely less about you guys and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you forget
Ooh.
self-love and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then your wife is like, you never spend time with me. You just work. You're always working and you come home and it's like,
Oh.
sorry boys, we can't drink. Gotta spend time with the missus, you know.
Yeah.
And then you ask the grandparents to help. Can you watch so we can have a date night? Yeah.
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 Man. Dude, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. On to the next journey.
Daddyhood.
Yeah. But we don't even know too, like maybe being around you guys that are pregnant too, like did something to us where like I don't know, like when ladies combine and their periods get kind of hormonally
Mhm.
together, like I would imagine pregnant bodies being next to each other. I don't know. Maybe it
Maybe
changes.
it's a season like hormonal shifts. Yeah, who knows?
And I don't know if it was true to you, but like for some reason, I feel like I'm matching Janice's symptoms, and because she's been eating more. I'm like, hey, eat all you want. you know. But I felt like, man, I'm getting big quick. Like, what's going on with me?
I
I'm
mean,
not the
I
one.
think for me, it's more so like, well, if you're hanging, I want that too. I want some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's more so the partaking. At least for me,
Yeah.
it was the partaking.
It's like, I'm gonna do a long fast today, and she's like, I'm gonna get this. I'm like, fuck, I want that. So it's like,
I know.
never mind, I'll eat now. That kind of thing.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, Steph was making a matcha, and I'm like, oh, but I wanted the fast. I wanted to do a fasted bike ride. She's like, oh, I'll just leave it in the fridge for you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the week I found, like, I just wanted to like stay home and be cozy with her, and like I didn't go to jiu-jitsu as much. So like I don't know, I was all like, oh, like being like there's nothing really there in the belly yet, but like, oh, like, you know, I'm already feeling it. And
Yeah. I mean, it's a big deal, man.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm excited. Daddyhood. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Dude.
Finally apart. I mean, like when you told me how many months ago, it's like I was happy, but I was also like, man, when am I gonna get that too?
Well, because I knew that you guys were trying for a while too, so it was kind of like bittersweet for me to share it.
Because you knew my predicament. But
yeah, so it's kind of like I want to share it and be excited, but also like
my feelings. Well, how I'm gonna
yeah.
For me,
But
I already
now-
know you're having a baby coming, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tell him he should be happy for you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
dude. I'm not just saying. Are we replicating our childhood? Like, I swear, 1 year
What do you
apart. 1 year apart, friends over here. If I get a boy too, and we start hanging out, and stuff,
little Wesley.
little Wesley.
Oh man,
yeah, it'll be Wes if it is.
Wesley.
Yeah, we're thinking Nate for the middle name, Wesley Nate Haywood.
Oh yeah.
So you could be a little Nate. He could be a little Wes.
Not Nathaniel, just Nate.
Wesley Nathaniel Haywood. Oh, I like it short.
A little too close to Nathaniel. He's like, that's my name.
No, not that. I don't know. I like it. Wesley Nate Haywood. Something like that. Rolls off the tongue. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Daddy.
my parents were excited. My sisters were excited. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Another Haywood coming into the fold.
I know. I'm the one passing the
Haywood name.
Passing it, and yeah. If it's a boy, then man, the Haywood name lives on. All right.
Lives on.
And my dad was showing me a timeline, like his great grandfather, whatever. It was like John Wesley Haywood. So the Wesley was the middle name, but
nice.
Still, that's like, man, there's a lot of Wesleys in this Haywood
family
timeline.
name.
So
Yeah, it's a family
I gotta
name.
keep it down. Keep it.
Hell yeah.
Keep it
dude.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, if we had twins though, I'd be really happy. Hey man, like starting it like
Two for
one.
Yeah, there was a couple. There was like 2 couples in our class that were having twins, and yeah, just talking about the logistics of twins.
Ooh, man. See, if it was a twin, I'd want a boy and a girl to get both best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Man, if it's like boy, it's gonna be some
boys.
competition in the house. Who wants father's attention, huh? And if it's girls, I'm like gonna be that protective father with a shotgun. Like, who wants my girls, huh? I don't know, man. This is a crazy journey. Who knows?
Yeah. Life, man. Yeah. It's exciting, dude.
Are you guys like thinking about schools already and where you're gonna live and shit?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
School program. What's the best school program?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to get him into a Kamehameha. Is like, and right now,
because you can get in there. How much blood you have? Hawaiian. Any blood?
Yeah, as long as you can trace your ancestry, you're good.
And how much background research? Since we've been talking about how relaxed Hawaii people are about their jobs. Like, how much are they looking in to see if you're really 5%
Well, I think
to get in there? You know?
They already did it for me when I was a kid, but I failed the test.
You failed the test as a kid?
Yeah,
To prove that you're Hawaiian?
Like a little academic test, like reading, right? I think it was like a first grade test, maybe, or something like that. And I didn't do good enough on. No, like just general education, because I had just moved from Japan. So
You're talking about like to go to Kamehameha.
Yeah, just because you have Hawaiian blood doesn't mean you get in. You have to like take tests and stuff to qualify.
How do they know? Like what kind of documents show that you're Hawaiian?
I think ancestry. Like if you have ancestry with where because you put ethnic background, birth certificates and shit.
Let me see.
Yeah. Because I think I'm like a 16. So it's like, what is that? My dad was an eighth. My grandpa was a quarter. Great was a half. Great was full Hawaiian.
Cool. So
so
that's awesome if you can go to Kamehameha.
That's what we're talking about right now. I don't know.
So you'd have to live around there, right?
I mean, we already do. We already do live.
You live
close,
live close enough to be a part of it.
Well, no, I mean anybody on Oahu.
Oh, you don't have to live in a. You don't have to live in a certain area.
No, they have buses all over. They go all over the island.
Got it. Yeah. For some reason, I assumed you had to live in that general area to be a part of.
No. Like I think any private school you can live wherever. It doesn't matter where you live.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that's the plan. As far as where we're gonna live, we'll see. But we definitely don't live here forever. We'll need more space. We're running out of space quick. Yeah. So yeah.
Nice, brother. Family. Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go, buddy. Next phase. Daddies.
Yep. Coming right behind you, man. Right behind you.
Right behind you. Right behind you. On your left.
On your left. All right, get out of here, Dad. I know
all right, buddy.
Back to your missus.
I know. I gotta get set up here.
Yeah.
Congratulations, all right, man.
Thanks, buddy. Until next time. So 17th, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
And I'll let you know if Leo comes.
Oh yeah. Who knows, right?
I know. As of now, right?
So this might be a while. All right, man. Love you, dude. Oh, who's that? Get out of there, Miguel. Hurry up.
Maybe.
Okay.
His Corvette and his cat, and then he chuckled on that one. I know he fucking chuckled on that one.
Dude, he's the fucking Mandarin. Someone else is in control. Someone's in control of America, and he's the fucking Mandarin. Hey, man, I'm just an actor, mate. I'm just an actor. Just doing my thing. He's strolling along, Mr. President.
You talk to your boss like that. I'm your boss. And for real.
Climate change does not exist. Okay?
Excuse me. Okay, I appreciate your comments again. I do, but we really need to stick to the items of the agenda. It is 11:10.
I don't care about your agenda. You know what? Your agenda can kiss my ass. Okay?
You don't talk to your boss like that.
I'm your boss. And for real, these people, they are your boss.
That was perfect.
Shame is when
Gal Gadot with her. She's not going to be saved by a prince.
Yeah,
Get out of here. I don't even want to watch your movies now.
Weird.